And we're back! Oh my goodness, it has been 238 days since the Denver Broncos played their last game of meaningful football against the Buffalo Bills, January 12th. And since then, your Denver Broncos went out and they got like a Pro Bowler and Evan Ingram, who had 100 catches just a couple years ago. They went out and got Talanoa Hufanga, who made an All-Pro team, a Pro Bowl team, played in the Super Bowl. They got Dre Greenlaw, who's an All-Pro win healthy, which we're going to get to. And they are about to mollywop the Tennessee Titans, and we're all here for it. So Broncos Country, how you all feeling? I can't wait to do this live for you. We're going to be doing live play-by-play reaction right here with all my favorite people, longest offseason absolutely ever. So as you are coming on in here, let me know where you're watching from. Let's start with that, and then let's get into score predictions here in just a second. But where are you watching from, and like how hyped are you for this? This is going to be amazing. Bo Nix looking great in this orange jersey, just absolutely digging it. Hit the like button on your way in. Let me know where's everybody watching from and how hyped are you for this game. So seeing a lot of my favorite folks in here. I got my main man right here. We got Coda. Ooh, already dropping a score prediction for us. 36-13 Denver Broncos. Remember, this Denver Broncos defense only like allowed one touchdown in those two games with starters when it came to the preseason. So 13, that's a lot, but we'll see. We got the mod father himself. We got Jason Lane here keeping all the bots at bay. We got people here from Wyoming. Where else everybody coming from? Oh, we got Andrew. I know he's coming in from north of the border, not the Colorado border, the United States border. He's coming in from Canada. So this is awesome. Let me know. We got Parker, Colorado. Oh, really slumming it in Parker, right? Just really slumming it there. We got somebody coming in from Utah. Love it. Florida. Andrew, my main man Andrew's coming in Florida. That's awesome. Yeah, so game, I'm going to be streaming this. I'm going to be watching, giving my play-by-play reaction on YouTube TV. So I might be a little bit behind the actual broadcast. But if you take a look, if you just Google NFL distribution map, you can see what time zones and stuff the game is actually on. But yeah, I'll be watching. I'm actually watching in Michigan. So I was born and raised in Denver, Colorado, and then my wife and I decided to move to Michigan during COVID. So this is Sports Talk Denver, and this is one of the ways I don't feel like I'm as far from home as chatting it up with all my folks and being a diehard Broncos fan. Ooh, that one sports guy, born and raised in Denver. Love it, man. Best place in the country. Absolutely, Denver, Colorado. All right, so we still got biggest line of the week. Is this Denver Broncos playing truly the worst team in football last year, right? Tennessee Titans. So this should be a great game for the Broncos to do what they haven't been able to do these past two seasons, which is start hot. And, you know, Sean Payton has really stressed that. The Broncos are different than I'll call a good game here for you, man. We know how Sean Payton handles the preseason is really different than how other coaches do. He plays his starters, and I think they're going to be hitting the ground running. So following along here, loving Broncos uniforms that they're rocking today. What do y'all think of those? And then let's do it here because we don't have time, and you can't take it back once you say it. So here, what is your score prediction for this game? Get it on the record in the chat. What is your score prediction for this game? I do not think the Denver Broncos will allow the Tennessee Titans to score a touchdown. That's my official prediction. And then I think we score like 28. So maybe 28-9, a bunch of field goals, but I think the Broncos are about to mollywop, start off hot. And we got, so much to break down. I can't wait. Oh my goodness. I got like goosebumps. And Broncos deferred, putting the best defense in football out on the field first. Cam Ward, his NFL debut is about to start right now, and this is going to be, you would not want to be going up against this Denver Broncos defense in your debut, but that's what he's got here. So, Broncos have some cool signs there. You got the richest ownership in group putting out these cool orange signs and gets everybody hyped up, and I love it. And as if I wasn't hyped up enough, I'm just going to get some caffeine going here. All right, and the opening kick is off. Will Lutz boots it into the end zone, and they will take it for a touchback. So new touchback rules. They'll take the ball out of the 35-yard line. And here comes Cam Ward. I had a chance this week to talk to Tennessee Titans creator from Titan Upload Network. He was just saying that his thoughts are Cam Ward's going to go in with all the confidence in the world. Got my main man in the house with us, watching with us. He's rocking the orange Knicks jersey. All right. Broncos kicked their ball first. All right. So again, Dre Greenlaw's out. You got Stranad in at number 40 in that inside linebacker position for him. Under center here for Cam Ward. You got motion and up in the back and blown up by the highest paid defensive player in the Denver Broncos. You got Nick Bonito. Just massive hit there in the backfield. And just like that, you're talking 2nd and 11. Man, they gave him an extra yard. I thought it was going to be less than that. 2nd and 11 here. For, a lot of people talked about Nick Bonito taking that hometown discount and said that means they think he's already hit his ceiling. To me, it's Nick Bonito wants to feel free, and he's doing that. He's got nothing to lose now, and that's a phenomenal re-signing by the Denver Broncos. 2nd down, you got Cam Ward again under center, and you got a pitch out to the left, and Stranad is there and hit by a bunch of Broncos in the backfield, run out of bounds by Riley Moss. And a dude who's got hair coming out the back of his hat, his helmet looking like Talanoa Hufanga or looking like Troy Polamalu hits Talanoa Hufanga. So that's great. Coda, totally agree, man. Seeing Bonito put his mark on this team immediately is awesome. All right. And just like that, Cam Ward is where you don't want to be. You got 3rd down and long. Truly, if I'm Callahan, the head coach for the Titans, I'm handing it off one more time because you do not want to put this ball up right now. I'm just telling you. Don't do it. He's in the shotgun. Mess around and find out. You got Surtain and press coverage at the bottom of the screen. Snaps good. Pockets closing real quick. And, he does a little, oh, man, they're going to pick that up and a lot more. Man. Definitely broken play there. Not concerned, but they do pick that up. Cam Ward evades multiple sacks and kind of throws a lateral behind him. Very dangerous throw. And Pollard is able to sneak out of there. But man, that is we're good. I'm not feeling bad at all. Are you feeling bad? No. All right. Under center again. They're already on 35-yard line. So pretty close to field goal range already. That was a big gain, 29-yard game. Cam Ward in the shotgun and throws it deep to nobody because you had Jaquan Macmillan locking it up. So 2nd and 10 for Cam Ward. Oh man, that bums me out because you had Franklin Myers easily able to tackle him for a sack on that play, but he's a big dude. Like Cam Ward is a big dude and hard to get down. All right, 2nd and 10 here. We got 0-0 if you're just getting here. Hit that like button if you're coming in. If you love the Broncos, if you like the Titans, I'm sorry. Remember the Titans. All right. He's under center rather. And he's got a play action pass. Cooper all the way up in his face. He goes deep and he hits, picks on Alex Singleton there. And Gunnar Helm, a name I definitely recognize. I think he went to CSU. So yeah, they're already in the red zone here, guys. Now, let's pump the brakes here and remember that this Denver Broncos defense did allow opening drive touchdowns in both preseason games and then didn't allow another touchdown the rest of that game. But we need to start hot and fast, and Sean Payton looks like he's throwing the challenge flag here. He's thinking that Helm did not get both feet down. Looking at the replay right now, he's got catch one,
2.
I think Sean's gonna. So Alex Singleton did hit the ball and it kind of bobbled. But I got a bad feeling Sean Payton's gonna lose that opening challenge. If you're watching, do you think he caught that ball or no? Great point here. We should definitely bring up that this is the best defense in football, in my opinion. but we are doing this today without Malcolm Roach. And Malcolm Roach was a absolute run stuff and Jesse. Several of his PFF scores have him as like one of the best run stuffers in football. And so he's out. And then also you're without the services of Dre Greenlaw. Although we're going to get to it later in the show, there are a lot of reports that injury isn't as bad as a lot of folks think, and that we will see him at least by the Los Angeles Chargers game, which is 2 weeks from today. But I'm hoping that we're going next week to the Indy game. I'm hoping we get to see some Dre Greenlaw. And for folks who are ahead of my stream, because it's coming all the way to YouTube, and then I think he definitely caught that ball, but we'll see here in a second. Some people saying it's juggled, so I guess I haven't seen the official. Just scrolling Twitter to see if it came through here. Man, the Steelers, just doing a quick shout out across the NFL. Looks like the Steelers came back and beat the Jets, which is good. I want the Jets to kind of phone it in by the time we have to play them in London. And then other crazy things. The Vegas Raiders looked really good. Now, hopefully it's just that the Patriots are bad, but to fly from Las Vegas to New England for that week one in a very hostile environment is one of the most I've seen New England like fired up for a game in a long time. So shout out to the Vegas Raiders. I was hoping that was an easy 2-game sweep for the Broncos, but Raiders are better than I was thinking they're going to be. Roan, sup, Ben? Sup, Roan? How you living, man? All right, and here we go. We got the verdict coming in. They owe Sean Payton. Oh my goodness, Sean Payton. Great challenge. I thought it was a horrible challenge, but like I said, you just got to trust Sean Payton. He was juggling it. So he did look like he had it, and now we're just seeing Singleton got his hand right in that breadbasket. Alex Singleton, way to ball out. Welcome back, Alex Singleton. Yeah, I mean, the other part, our Broncos defense was so good last year. Remember, we played most of the year without Alex Singleton and one game with him on one ACL for most of it. All right, here we go. Big third down. Let's 3rd and 10. This is the time I'm calling have you heard of Patrick Surtain II, sir? Pick on him. I dare you, Cam Ward. Throw it on Patrick Surtain right now. Just see what happens. Just give it a shot. You know best. All right, 3rd and 10. It is. You can see the camera shaking like it used to. All right, here we go. We got see, that's the smart play. They hand it off, live to, big stop by the Broncos. They're going to have to kick a field goal, and props to Callahan, because you do not want to put your rookie quarterback throwing on the best secondary in football in that kind of noise with such little space. Once you get into the red zone, you just don't have as much space to operate with. So you got 4th and 7, and they will be attempting a field goal. You got a guy named Joey Sly. Neil, I'm so sorry to hear your wife's a Pats fan, but Brock Bowers maybe got hurt in that game. That would be huge for us. And it is up through the uprights, and it is good. Your Denver Broncos are losing 3-0 currently, but I'm telling you guys, I think that's what you're going to see all day from this team is they will not be scoring a touchdown on your Denver Broncos. I just think that's going to be how it is all game. I'll try to every once in a while throw this up here. I'm going to be trying to get better at doing this whole live streaming thing. I figured out last night how to incorporate this ticker, but it's going to take a lot more work. So I should have that up by the next time we go live. But Broncos up 3-0. Let me know in the comments, how do you feel about that opening drive from our Broncos defense? Overall, I felt like our defensive line was getting a ton of push, and I think their big gain, that 29er, was a real fluky play. Good for him to get that done, but I'm not concerned at all. We are good. Totally agree. We are definitely good. All right. So now as we have Nix and the starting offense trotting out here, Some things I want to see from Bo Nix in this offense. I want to see a run game get going. Could this be the game for the first time since Latavius Murray, back since before COVID, back before 2 weeks to stop the spread and the masks and all of that, was our last 100-yard rusher? Could J.K. Dobbins go for 100 yards today? What is the mix of J.K. and R.J. going to be? Is it going to be J.K. up here with the one? Is this going to be is it going to be RJ with the ones? Totally agree. Modfather, Jason Lane, totally agree, man. We need to run the rock. I think let's get a 100-yard rusher in this game, and let's see this new run offense that Sean Payton's talked so much about. Broncos went from being like a gap scheme to being way more of a wide zone here, which means like your entire offensive line goes one way, and your running back is trusted to find that cutting lane. So let's see it right now. Do I stream every Broncos game? I will this year because it's so fun. I'm going to try to do a lot more of them now that my kids are older and I can still watch with my son. Let's do this. Get you in the frame, brah. He said his throat hurts, so he doesn't want a mic, but sometime I'll have a mic for him. So yeah, I will try to stream a lot more. Next week, we will not be streaming because we'll be making a lot of noise in Indy as the Broncos go 2-0 and beat the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts mollywopped the Dolphins. So that game didn't scare me at the start of the season, and now I'm a lot more scared. All right. So, I mean, you're talking a 32-yard drive. We're good. All right. Kickoff, and who got Mims in the back, catches it deep, and just takes a knee. Good to see Mims back there because I think if there was any lingering concerns about his groin, he would not be doing kick returns. So I think this is really good that he's back. Broncos Unfiltered, my main man, is also going to be at the Indy game. Go follow his stuff. He does great stuff. But yeah, I think Cam Ward isn't a joke, but I just think it is a tough sled to be playing this defense as a rookie. He might be Jaden Daniels by midseason, but he's not going to be this game. All right, Bo Nix in the shotgun, and next to him is RJ Harvey. Oh, no, it's Dobbins. It looked like Harvey. Sorry. I forgot RJ Harvey changed his number. And the first catch of the 2025 season goes to Lucas Kroll for a modest game. But for a team that was going to start running, start off with a throw, but we're good. All right, here we go. We got second down. Bowen shotgun. Nice little. We got Marvin Mims back here in like a cool looking pistol. And you got, nice little fake pitch out to Marvin Mims. Bo rolling left, and just what a play to the guy who just stood out all training camp long, Troy Franklin. Dude, to move your body to the left and square your hips like that was nasty. Absolute gorgeous. We know Bo Nix is the best throwing on the run in the entire NFL, and that's not hyperbole. He did it last year. Let's see. He juggled it a little too, but yeah, he got 2 feet down and established, so that's fine. Nice catch. And Troy Franklin, man, I'm expecting a glow up year for him. Like absolute glow up year for him. All right, now Bo first play under center here, and you got a pitch right to Dobbins, and that zone run we were just talking about. Dobbins gets a nice gain of 3 or 4 there. Anyone watch the Cowboys opening night and be curious to think, like, are you worried at all about the Broncos running game after seeing Javonte? I'm not. Like, I think the 2 touchdowns kind of overshadow, like make it look a little better than his numbers actually were. I think he still averaged like 3.7, which is what he did here. All right, here we go. Bo under center again. Still JK back there. We have not seen RJ yet. And Bo's got a ton of time at the line. Changes the play clock at 3. And nice little bootleg here. Bo sets his feet and just rips it. Oh my guys. And Bo Nix, just a sophomore slump for him. He doesn't have it. He's just captain check down. What a joke, national media. Get out of here. Bo Nix sets his feet in a crowded pocket and throws a ball between 2 closing defenders and a bracketed safety. Gorgeous ball. Huge first down for Cortland Sutton. Bo Nix again, like, oh, nice little throw there to Troutman. And other player missing for this game. I didn't know I did play-by-play. I don't typically do play-by-play, but I got to do it a couple times when I was a teacher for different sporting teams that I like at the school I taught at, and it was a lot of fun. So giving it a go here. All right, here we go. 2nd and 5 here. Bo Nix shotgun again. And now we got RJ in motion. Bo looks him off. Ooh, kind of force it. Man, that has to be pass interference. There's a lot of contact out there. Snead, who's actually a very, very good cornerback when he can stay healthy. You guys remember him from Kansas City. Had Cortland Sutton absolutely blanketed. I thought that was way before the pass got there. But who cares? We got 3rd and 5 here. We are in field goal range for sure. Ooh. Yep, and we should have encroachment for an easy first down. Yep. So Bo Nix masterfully playing the line, gets him to jump. So, yep, automatic first down. So we are just cruising. We're just blowing through nap time here, guys. Just blowing through it. Bo Nix 4 of 5 for 41 yards. The level of confidence that Bo has this year at the line is just so different. Like, do you remember last year he was getting up there as the play clock expired, had no clue what he was doing a lot, and he's up there manipulating defenses. Shotgun again for first down, does a little hard count, walks it up, and it mile high right now. Gets him again. Oh, delay a game for us. So that might be a point of emphasis here for the NFL, is this delay a game. It was driving me bonkers last year that when the clock hit 0, referees are supposed to give you a beat. And sometimes, like, I remember Pat Mahomes getting like 20 seconds after it was at 0. And now it feels like I've seen 2 games today where they're calling it right at 0. So 1st and 15 for the Broncos. We back it up. Right after I said Bo Nix is looking really confident. So we got Mims coming across in motion, and nice little fake handoff to him. Deep shot. Oh, he was looking Tyler Bidet back there. Man, Bo might want that one back. I think he put a little too much on it, which is surprising from Captain Checkdown. I thought he had a noodle arm, but just guns it. And I think a wide receiver probably goes up and gets that, but you're talking your running back in the flat. All right, so we got 2nd and 15. We have not seen RJ touch the rock yet. We're in shotgun again with Bidet back there, and they're bringing heat. And oh man, we had the screen set up and it was perfect because they were blitzing, and Bidet does not come down with it. So 3rd and 15. So that's exactly when you want to run. And this is where Sean Payton is just untouchable, you guys. Like, he is playing checkers while everyone else is playing Words with Friends or something, because he knew exactly what was coming. And that was the perfect play call into that as the blitzers are coming, they get past your offensive line. Bidet walks into the end zone there, but tough to throw through traffic like that. Probably put a little too much on it, and Bidet did not come down with it. 3rd and 15. Bo is in, and we're burning a timeout here. So Bo Nix looking upset. He's yelling at somebody. We remember last year it looks like he was yelling at Davis Webb. But remember last year when we knew that Bo Nix had arrived, it was that Raiders game. Sean Payton giving Bo Nix an earful, and we remember Russell Wilson cowering in fear and like just walking away from Sean as he was getting yelled at, and Bo Nix just gave it right back to him. So Bo Nix spent the whole offseason learning and growing and hanging out with Peyton Manning. He spent an entire week with Drew Brees. And one of the things Drew Brees told him was like, hey, you got to stand up. Sean Payton will appreciate you. And do you notice when Sean Payton's play sheet's shaking a little? So, like, Sean's amped up right now. Like, his hands are shaking. He's so pumped. All right, play. I mean, we're still huddling up. We only got 14 seconds on the play clock here. All right, so Bo has one protector. You got Sutton and Franklin at the bottom of our screen. Snap good. Offensive line. Oh, man. All right, and looks like McGlinchey kind of got beat on the middle there. Was that by Simmons maybe? We're going to watch here the replay. So we incomplete pass. We will have to kick a field goal here. And yeah, it is Simmons there with the pressure. And yep, so we'll settle for field goal, but we will take the 3 points here. Let's knock it through for us. So yeah, seeing McGlinchey kind of get dog walked back there into the backfield, but overall we moved the chains like we needed to, and kick is up, and it is good. Tie ball game. 3-3. Overall, let me know what your thoughts on that drive. We also remember Simmons came out and kind of put Bo Nix on blast and said that if Bo Nix's first option is not available, he runs. And Bo Nix did 0 scrambling and hit several options there who weren't his first option. Hey, one game I didn't get to see as I watch these commercials and I see Colorado's own Travis Hunter on the screen. I didn't see that Jaguars game. Did he get any catches or touchdowns, and did he play both ways? Someone who watched it or saw, how did Travis Hunter look? Did he play both ways? I'm going to pop over and see the score of that game. Did Jaguars win? We can do a little roundtable here of the scoreboards as well. Yeah, 0-0 game with the 49ers and Seahawks. 0-0. Yeah, across the board, all these afternoon games. So it looks like I'm trying to find that Jacksonville score. The internet's hard. I can't find it. Yeah, Bo didn't look thrilled. I agree. Bo Nix looked fired up. So it'll be interesting post-game press conference, hear what happened there. Going to take a series or two. Yep, I agree. It's going to take a series or two. I'm encouraged to see that you're not scoring every drive in the NFL. So anytime you can get points, let's take it. Yep, he is fired up. Sounds like Jacksonville is still playing. Ray Perez from the top rope. What's up, Ben? What's up, Ray? Oh, rain delay. 20-3. Jags are just mollywopping them. Man, our rain delay. I mean, that game started like 5 hours ago. Could you imagine going to a Jacksonville game and how boring that would be, and then having a rain delay like that? Oof, brutal. Man, the morning slate games that stood out to me the most were definitely Raiders winning. Did not have that on my bingo card. But yeah, that's the biggest game. And then did Cincinnati end up pulling it out against the Browns? Guys, the Cincinnati is not scary. 17-16. We have them in just a couple weeks. I'm not scared of that team at all. All right, kickoff, and they're going to return it here. We got them on the right side, and he's going to get out right to the 30-yard line where Cam Ward will take over here. Yeah, 1st and 10 for the Tennessee Titans, the mighty, mighty Titans. Man, are we sure Cam Ward's going to be good? I'm not that sure he's going to be good. I don't watch enough college football to know, but we're fixing to find out. He's 1 of 3 right now for 29 yards. Very limited preseason action out of him. He had 19 total throws in the preseason. Only 5 different routes were run that whole preseason for him. So, all right, and we've got oh man, Benito blows up the play, but he does get it off there to the tight end, and Talanoa Hufanga just closes the space immediately. Meager gain there of 3 or 4, I'd say. Yep, gain of 4 there. So we got 2nd and 6 coming up for Cam Ward. Well, extra, you should be proud to be a Broncos fan, man. This is the best, and this is the time to be a Broncos fan, man. Yeah, I thought Benito got held on that play too a little. All right, interesting. We got Dondre Tillman in here instead of Cooper, and you got Benito dropping. And very surgical throw there for pretty nice gain there for probably a gain of 11, 12. So 16-yard gain there. So marching down again on us. And so Vance Joseph is like famous for all the different looks he'll throw at a quarterback and how he'll bring a ton of pressure. But on that play, no pressure brought whatsoever, kind of counting on his own defense there. And Cam Ward, to me, I think like playing a rookie, just keep bringing heat. Cause like, okay, you got Cooper back in. Let's dog walk somebody right now. Walk him in the backfield. So he's under center here. And he does a play action pass. Man, you can't throw on us. And holding there, Jonah Ellis just was like horse collar tackled. And Cam Ward, thank you. There's a flag on the play. Yeah, Cam, keep celebrating. You got open because Jonah Ellis should have had 3 sacks by the time he was. So I think I'm expecting a holding call here. Good call, refs. Refs, good call. All right, so that's putting them really behind the sticks there. And you want to talk about this platoon of outside edge rushers that we have, that you give Nick Benito a quick rest, and you got Jonah Ellis, who 5 sacks last year as a 21-year-old. That's crazy. With, a ton of NFL pedigree with his dad, his brother. I think he's got a cousin in the league. His dad was the chaplain for the Denver Broncos. All right, here we go. 1st and 20. And Cam is in shotgun. They have not been able to get the running the ball on us. And I think that's, as we think about how do you beat Ashton Genty and Omarion Hampton, you got to stop the run. And so far we're doing that. Callahan, one of his big emphasis in this game was take the pressure off our rookie quarterback by running. Not working out so far. So they just hand off a little draw, and you had Justin Strnad close that up real quick. 2nd and 20. Yeah, I think Joe Nellis will definitely push Jonathan Cooper. I think it's going to be an iron sharpens iron thing, and you got all of them. I think we just signed Cooper back up last year. You got Benito this year, so we're in good shape there. We don't have to kick anyone to the curb. They're just going to make each other better. And Cam Ward is man. So you've now seen twice where he's like feeling the pressure and doing these short little throws, laterals. That's the exact type of throw that Nick Benito picked off last year against Anthony Richardson and the Colts. Remember when he jumped into the end zone and grabbed his crotchel? So as the Broncos defense is watching this and seeing that's his tendency, watch for Pat Surtain to read one of those and pick it off. But yep, gain of 2 there, 3rd and 18, huge 3rd down. We will, if we can stop them here, they're going to have to punt to us. So big stop here. Get the ball back, boys. We got Benito, Cooper, John Franklin Myers, and you got another flag and throws it deep and out of bounds. So see what this flag is. I'm guessing another hold unless we had somebody jump off. But I think you're trying to grab Nick Benito. Illegal formation there, and we decline it. So just like that, they'll be kicking it back. So what's going to happen here? Are we kicking? Is it Marvin Mims back there? Is it Riley Moss? Who's going to be our return man? Let me know when you see who it is, okay? So I think that's a lot more what you're going to see this. I have a ton of we got Mims back here for the punt return. I've got a ton of respect. Like, I'm not saying the Broncos are going to win the Super Bowl, but they are. But this is a team that just doesn't scare me. Punt is up, and Mims fair catches it probably at the 5. Let's see. I mean, it showed a weird angle, so I couldn't see exactly where he was, but All right, Bo Nix, 95-yard touchdown drive right now. All right. So just like that, we got another. Let's see. I felt like this is the easiest game. Felt like this is the easiest game. No, I think this is definitely an easy game for us. At the same time, someone was mentioning to me that like an easy game is kind of like a lose-lose game, because if we win it, nobody's going to give us credit and they're going to be like, "Oh yeah, you should have won." And if we lose it, then we're going to get a ton of hate. But I think we know Sean Payton wants to start off hot. And we know like the month of October is a brutal stretch where we got 3 playoff teams. Um, Bo Nix owned Cam Ward in college. So let's see it again right now. 46 likes. Come on, guys and gals. Let's smash that like button. Smash it like Bo Nix is about to smash this ball into the end zone. I want to run the rock on this drive, but I also would love me some the exact same play we did against the Cleveland Browns last year on Monday Night Football in the same spot, like hit Mims deep right now. Ooh, we got Travis Hunter had 5 receptions for 28 yards. That's not too shabby in his rookie debut. We know rookie receivers have a uphill climb for sure, as we're watching Troy Franklin absolutely increase and get better. Anyone watching, did Travis also play corner too, or did he mostly play receiver? Be interested to see. Also, I had seen, again, we grew up in Colorado, but we moved to Michigan. So I looked at the weather in Colorado. It didn't look hot, but you see people under those like sunshades, and Bo Nix looked like he'd just been in a sweat lodge. So is it pretty steamy there? That sun is baking. Oh, thanks, Neil. I'm always hyped. Absolutely crazy to see RJ Harvey change that number to number 12. It just looks weird on a running back, but I'm here for it. All right, Bo Nix kills the play. He's cool little look here with I thought Bo Nix was keeping that. And RJ Harvey, who the running back, everyone said all he does is cut it outside, right? He can't run inside the tackles. Runs inside the tackles for a gorgeous little gain of 8. So that, I love that. Love that. Looks like you had Travis Hunter also play cornerback, so that's impressive, man. 4 catches and playing starting corner. So that huge point right here. You did not see a run like that. That would have been a 3-yard meager gain last year for Javonte. Like, and that's not even a hater take. That's just true. And we see, Bo Nix just yeets it into the ground there as Courtland Sutton was covered. Looks like a little RPO there. So one of the things that we're going to see a lot more this year is run pass option, where Bo sticks it in the belly and he can have his eyes downfield and see if he thinks he's got a receiver open, then he pulls it out and throws it. And if he doesn't like the coverage on his receiver, he just hands it off. So it looks like we're 3rd and 2 here. And looks like you're bringing in your speedy set, and Bo Nix in the shotgun again. Some miscommunication. Got all the receivers up top right. And Bo Nix throws without even being set to Troy Franklin in the middle. That was sick. That was like a jump pass. I cannot wait to watch this highlight. So in shotgun. Let's see here. Bo Nix climbs the pocket through it. Man, gorgeous little first down there. We're on 24-yard line. That was sick, right? 83 degrees in Denver today. But yeah, with that sun, it can feel a lot hotter. Oof. Man. Bo Nix gets it out to RJ Harvey there. Loss of 2, probably. So Bo Nix 5 or 6 of 11 right now for 46 yards. So we got a 2nd and 11 here. I know Sean Payton wants to show off Bo Nix, guys, but please, can we run the ball? Please run the ball. Not going to happen on this play as Bo Nix is all by himself in the backfield on 2nd and 11. Also love to hear Evan Ingram's name at some point. I'm seeing him. I'm watching him right now. And just right on cue, guys, Evan Ingram for a gain of 1, 2, 6. Evan Ingram is a matchup nightmare. When we went out for training camp, we got to go and watch Benny Fowler did like a film breakdown. And he was just talking about how Evan Ingram is the most athletic tight end we've had since Shannon Sharp. And you see it right there. You cannot guard him with a linebacker at all. 3rd and 6, Bowen shotgun. And you see RJ Harvey with a blitz pickup and a first down. Ooh, are they going to give him the spot? Marvin Mims catches it right at the chains. They're going to mark him short. Sean, go for it. Go for it. Bo's wanting it. I want it. We all want it. Go, Sean. 4th and 1. 4th and like inches. Ooh, nice. Got a Surtain throwback. I like it. Come on, Sean. I'm booing too. All right. Maybe Sean's going to challenge a spot because I thought Marvin Mims's his momentum was carrying him over the line and they marked him short. So Sean Payton won that first challenge with a bobbled catch by Gunnar Helm going out of bounds. And let's see, Marvin Mims. Oh, dude, that's a first down. You guys that is a first down. The ball got over the line. Sean is going to be 2 for 2 with challenges. Oh, hey, he doesn't even have to use a challenge. The eye in the sky just did it. And just like that. So I guess sometimes the NFL is watching and they can just tell you what happened. And just like that. So huge pickup. The thing I loved about that play that your Fox analysts won't know is we did not see RJ Harvey in any blitz pickup in the preseason. And we didn't know, is he going to be able to do that? He stood up and took it right in the chin, kept Bo safe enough to be able to step up and find Marvin Mims. So awesome, RJ Harvey. If you can do that, you're going to make an impact this year. Nice little run here to, oh man, RJ Harvey could have, if he makes one guy miss there or McGlinchey holds that block, he's on the 2nd level. Gain of 2 though, 2nd and 8. Who's on the right of you? This is my main man, Jay, my son, my pride and joy. Someday, I'm guessing 10 years or so, when Bo is at the end of his career, this will be the future quarterback of the Denver Broncos. Right? Yeah, he will be. Oh, nice. Watch him from New Mexico. I love it. All right, we got 2nd and 8. Bowen shotgun again. Good pocket. Steps up and throws on the run again. Dude, he is so good at that. So flag at this point is typically holding, I'm guessing. And Cortland's, yep. Yeah. 74 on that. So you got Ben Powers on the hold. But man, Bo Nix, dude. Just, I know that play does not count. Remember that play. Stepping up. Last year, he would have taken off and run with that. And you don't even see Patrick Mahomes do that anymore. That was sick. Yeah, I like the weights too. All right, so 2nd and 18, that stinks because that was a sweet throw. There are not a lot of quarterbacks in football who can do that. Obviously, like Joe Burrow can't do that because he doesn't move like that. You're talking Lamar Jackson can do that. Jaden can do that. But, man, Josh Allen can. Ooh, Bo Nix rolling left, design roll. Deep shot. Oh, intercepted. Man, Bo Nix was feeling his oats on that, and he just lofts it up and intercepted. That stinks. All right, so let's look at this again. So he designed left, and he puts nothing on it and just throws it deep as he's going left. And if Cortland jumps in front of McLeod, that's Cortland Sutton's ball. McLeod jumps in front of him, and Man, or if Bo Nix does that ball a half second earlier or a half second later. Man. So first turnover of the game there for Bo Nix. Fired up, dude. Bo, get fired up, man. All right, so now you got Broncos on a short field, right? Basically right at midfield for Cam Ward. He's under center. And you got handoff right for pile moves there for gain of 6. Ooh, that bums me out. That bums me out a lot. All right, we got Cam Ward in shotgun. And we got a 2nd and 5 here. Bring the heat, boys. Bring the heat. So you got no Benito or Cooper. So you got both of our backup edge rushers there, and that will be the end of the first quarter. Denver Broncos will end the first quarter tied 3-3. And you just see the disgust on Bo Nix's face as he is not thrilled with that. Oh, man. Well, yeah, I would agree with that, Andrew. I think that was just a heck of a play there to jump that, and worth the gamble there for Bo to do that. But yeah, I'm not concerned about Bo at all. He's a smart guy. Unrelated to the game, what do you think of the rivalry jerseys this year, and what do you think our Broncos ones will look like? Honestly, I've thought some of those rivalry jerseys are sick. Like, I loved all the NFC West ones, the Cardinals one that's like a sandy looking one, and the 49ers one, which is like black. I think they're really cool. I think Broncos will probably wear like their throwbacks with the blue helmets, but every other team has come out and announced their jersey schedule for the whole season, and the Broncos have not. They are doing it game by game. We didn't hear we were wearing the orange until a couple hours before. I guess it was last night probably. So we'll see what we're wearing next week in Indy. Yeah, unbalanced play call. Yeah, I think Sean Payton really wants to start hot, and Sean Payton wants to air the ball out, but at the end of the day, he wants to win. So Sean, run the ball. Let's just devote ourselves to running the next time we get this back. Yeah, Extra asked, can I show the game? No, if I do that, it'll probably last 10 minutes, and then my channel will get banned for like 4 months. So, yeah, this is about as good as we can do. Cool watching the game on YouTube, the Chiefs game. We didn't even talk about that. Love seeing the Chiefs starting the season in a hole there after losing to the Chargers. And I don't think it was the Chargers being great. I think it was the Chiefs run is kind of at an end, you guys. And I know that's like the most homer take I could have. So to balance that out, we'll have a really hard time beating Baltimore this year. I don't love how we match up against the Baltimore Ravens, but I love how we match up against the Kansas City Chiefs, and I think their run is over. Watch the game without paying. Chat, help them out. I know there are certain things, like the biggest one was called Stream East, and it got taken down. You might Google like that and alternatives or something, or see if YouTube TV is doing a trial right now. All right, 2nd and 5, and Pollard is going to cruise to the first down there, right past midfield there, and tackle on the play by Talanoa Hufanga. All right. All right, come on, let's go, Broncos. We need a turnover. Cam Ward, audible, and at the line here. Play clock is expiring, and delay a game or a timeout. Titans get a timeout there. Not what you want that early on for Titans there, as the just one play into the first quarter there, but rookie quarterback on the road, very, very loud place to play. Mile High is doing its part and is really loud. Ooh, Josh Hendrickson at the game now. Bo-LIEVE will be loud. We need you to be loud, man. Also, what a world do we live in where you can be at the game and on YouTube at the same time? Like I was at a thing the other night and somebody was watching the game on their phone at a bonfire, and I'm just like, I remember when I had to adjust the rabbit ears and you could have the worst color commentators. You couldn't change anything about it. Handoff, and Talanoa Hufanga is a mean man there, but a gain of like 8. Oh, man. 2nd and 1 here. They're right at the edge of field goal range here. So we need to move them back and stop. And looked like maybe they're about to do a little tush push there. That's got to be a false start. Yep, false start here for the Tennessee Titans as their whole offensive line dove at our players' legs, and the quarterback didn't go with them. 2nd and 6 here. All right, Broncos defense, let's stiffen up. Ooh, Callahan coming back to Denver. You guys remember the Titans head coach was on the Denver Broncos offensive team there when we had Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning gushed about him. So he was with the Denver Broncos coaching staff when we won our last Super Bowl. So he loves it in Denver. All right, under center here, and you got motion, and you got a handoff right, and Cooper. Oh, fumble. Woohoo! And the fumble is recovered by Brandon Jones. It is the Denver Broncos ball. Let's go, boys. And yep, the Tennessee Titans are walking off. It was hard to tell if he was down. Jonathan Cooper makes a heck of a play in the backfield. And then Talanoa Hufanga right on cue, boy, just hits him with a shoulder pad, almost like a little peanut punch there. And Brandon Jones falls right on the ball. And trying to see here. Nope, he's not down. That is a fumble. All right, just what we wanted. Not even getting 3. Ooh, yeah, man. Talanoa Hufanga looks good in orange. There's no doubt about it. And to think of what this defense is going to look like when his partner in crime, the better player in that free agent haul between Hufanga and Dre Greenlaw is Greenlaw. I was listening to a national podcast where they rank the top 5 at every position. It was Ryan Russillo and Bill Simmons, and they both agreed if Dre Greenlaw is healthy, he's a top 5 inside linebacker. Like, we haven't had an inside linebacker like that since Brandon Marshall, or, I mean, it's been a long time. So thinking what he can be, and boom goes the Hufanga dynamite. D definitely came through. Holy Hufanga. Well, got it. Great question. My wife is doing great. We actually, like 2 seconds before we got back from or got back and hit this live stream, there's a really cool organization. I guess I'll back up. Like right after the playoffs last year, my wife was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer. So she had the surgery to have the tumor removed, and then did all of her chemotherapy. And her last chemo was about a week ago, her infusion. And then she did the pills for a couple weeks after that, like a daily chemo pill. And so now she's all done with that. And there's a really cool organization in West Michigan where I live called Shields of Hope, and they take families who are battling cancer and paid for them to go to a weekend at Great Wolf Lodge. So we just got back from that, and it was just such a cool time as a family to be together. Yep, we still got our bands on right here, and it was awesome and emotional to see, all these families fighting cancer, and the idea that you don't fight alone. So thank you so much for asking, and absolute blast, and proud of my wife, because as tough as Bo Nix is and Hufanga is, Sarah's way tougher. So seeing Yeah, seeing like an organization like that come behind my family was just really, really cool. So, oh man, Jeff, yeah, seeing that, that's cool. Well, thank you guys for asking. Oh, dang, Neil. Thanks, man. All right, we're back on it. We got Hufanga huffing from the oxygen machine. The Broncos take over on the 30-yard line. So we got 70 yards to pay dirt right here. It's happening. Let's go. Bo Nix and shotgun again, and we're not running again. Instead, we're throwing yet again, and that is Troy Franklin. Love to see it. Love to see Troy getting these sure-handed. Remember last year, all of the misfires there with Troy and Bo. So seeing them connect so early on, we just got to start running the ball now. I also hate seeing Bo Nix's stat line right now because I know all of the haters who are just going to look at the stat line are going to see 9 of 15 for 62 and an interception and think he's playing a bad game. He's not. We need to change this play call up a lot. All right, finally hand it off, and JK gets a gain of 2. Where are seats at the Broncos Colts game? I still don't know. I need to text my brother right now and ask him. He bought tickets. My 40th birthday happens this year. So it's my 40th birthday present is going to that game. So he bought them. So I got to figure out where that is. And then I'll post it in the comments and do a community post, because any of us who are there, we should all meet up for a picture, and we'll be in the lower bowl in the fourth quarter because I know the Broncos are going to stomp them. And all the Colts fans will leave. All right, 3rd and 3. Oh, man, and you got Bidet and Bo on another misfire there. Eesh, yikes. So 3 and out for the Broncos after the turnover. And, yeah, Bo's 9 of 16 there. See him being frustrated. I don't know if that was Bidet not running the right route. Ooh, we really could have. Our D is fine, but I would have liked to give him a little more of a breather. Let's see here. Our punter from down under. Let's see, a big boot from him at Mile High. Snap good. And man, he got a hold of all of that and pins him down at the 7, 6 maybe. So good punt there. We know that was a question mark going in here. Just the fact that he's shanked a couple during preseason and stuff, but gotta love seeing that. That's good. Yeah, Neil, great point here. So we've seen 2 times now where Bidet is not ready for the ball when it's there, and it's almost like he needs to come out of that break with his eyes up. And yeah, I totally agree. Put eyes on the quarterback when you know especially when you're his hot route on that one. Bo had some pressure on his face, but even if Bidet caught that, I do not think he would have been able to convert for the first down. But yeah, Bo Nix did look frustrated. Absolutely did. And he should be, right? But I do remember, and talking to the Titans creator, this was a top 10 defense last year, and they got Snead back, who, when they were a top 10 defense, they didn't even have him, and he's one of the better corners in football when he's healthy. So this isn't, I think our defense, this is an easy game. Our offense, this isn't an easy game. So we'll see. All right, D, we need let's pin them deep. Do you guys remember the Seahawks game last year when we had was that 2 or 3 safeties in one game? Let's get one right now. Dare him to throw the ball. Let's get one. Oh man. Yeah. Hey, no need to be a doomer. All right. There's no doom here. We're all sunshine here. I mean, and when it's time to panic, we'll tell you it's time to panic, but it's not now. This is just growing pains. And Sean even said that. He said that like the teams that'll make the playoffs will learn from these first 4 games. And so Sean's one of the best teachers in football, and there'll be as much to learn. Even if we win by 30 points this game, there'll be a ton to learn. Pick 6 would be real nice right now. Yeah, I would like that, just because I would like Bo in this offense to maybe not feel the pressure to go score. All right, here we go. All right, so it looks like they are at the 7-yard line. And handoff right for gain a 4 or 5. Guess gain a 6 there on the play. Yeah, 2nd and 4. Oof, just showed a tight shot of Pat Surtain. You see that? So if you're the player of the year, your position, they make this like little symbol on your jersey, gold. So that's pretty sweet. So if you get a Surtain jersey from now on, you'll have, I don't know if it's just for the 1 year or if he gets it forever now, but all right, he's shutting down Ridley there. You got 2nd and 4. And Hufanga's bringing the heat. And, Bonito. What a play in the backfield by Bonito. Remember, guys, Nick Bonito can't stop the run. Remember, that's what all the national media tells you. And yet, he stopped the run. And, like, he did this on the weak side. And if he doesn't make that tackle, he could have hit that hole and had a big gain. Instead, you're talking a loss of 2. So that was his get off is unreal. Like, and that is exactly why they paid Nick Bonito. You're so right. All right. And it is loud. You see the camera shake, and that just, man, reminds me of all the games I've got to go there where there's just nothing like being there right now. And play clock's expiring. And way short. Riley Moss, tackle in space. And yep, they're short of the sticks, and they're going to have to punt. Oh, they gave him the first? That's bogus. Throw it. That was short. I guarantee you that was short. Throw it. Sean, throw the challenge flag. Did they get it off? They definitely need to challenge that. Dude, Sean Payton is playing these boys today, because that was way short, and they were like seconds away from getting that off. So here, like, looking at this, and the ball absolutely never crosses the line of scrimmage or the line to gain. Riley Moss, he lost yardage from the second Riley got it, and he catches the ball just short of it. So that should be overturned. Although it is hard, you gotta overturning it is harder than overturning it's harder than confirming it. But interesting to see that McLaughlin is not did not get a game jersey for this. So you went with Tyler Bidet instead of Jaleel. So I love Jaleel. I don't know, what Sean's thoughts are there, but we know he does that all the time, where he will activate certain players for certain weeks. And remember last year, famously, Buffalo Bills game, you activate Tyler Bidet over Roger Estime, which no one really saw coming at all. So interesting to see Bidet get and then Bidet hasn't been handed the ball at all. He's been targeted at least 4 times by Bo Nix, but has not run the rock yet. Just gotten some catches. Yeah, I would have guessed they would have dressed 4 too, but I wonder here with Dre Greenlaw out if it was like making sure that you had plenty of linebackers you could throw in the mix there. So I wonder if when Greenlaw is back in, if you'll see us dress 4, or if Sean Payton will really just kind of figure out who the hot hand is. And if this is going to be what we see out of Bidet, maybe next week we see Jaleel get the primary ones. Yeah. If Sean loved running the ball as much as he loves red flags. All right. Just trying to check on Twitter if they have reviewed it there yet. Yep, good shot. Man, Sean Payton, just give him more challenges, brah. So 4th and 1, just like we thought. All right, so they're going to be punting here. Who we got back there? Is that Mims? Yes, sir. So if Mims gets a shot at this, let's flip that. Big kick, big kick. Hopefully outkicked his coverage. Mims has some space to work, dances a little. Ooh. Yeah, nice little return there by Marvin Mims Jr., friend of the program. Friend of my son. Yeah. Yep, Jason absolutely identified the main problem. Sean Payton wrote run the ball, but he only wrote it on one side of his play sheet, and he wrote it in invisible ink or something. But yeah, write it on both sides, bro. All right, run it right now, Sean. But it's almost like the more, and I mean, obviously, I know playing Madden cannot even be compared to what Sean Payton's about to do, but like the more you get down or like get behind, you're like, okay, I'm gonna air it out right here, and so you just kind of get in your own head. And Evan Ingram picks it off the dirt. Nice little tight end screen right there. But that is a play. So Bo Nix does a fake little pitch out here and then hits Evan Ingram on a nice little tight end screen. That's a play where that works so much better when we've run the ball because it starts with a fake pitch and they're like, hey, what is there a fake pitch for? I know you're not running. All right, 2nd and 4, so we're moving the ball. We got 8:58 in the quarter. Bo Nix in the pistol. There we go. And RJ Harvey just takes what looked like a meager gain and gets 3, and we're at 3rd and 1. And nice block from Evan Ingram, who everyone said could not run block. So I think he kind of silences the doubters there. All right, so now we are under center, and Bo Nix does a little quarterback keeper himself, should pick up the first. So, hey, we got another run. We ran it twice on that play, or that drive. All right. Bo wants it bad, you can tell. Do you want it? My man. Yeah, I heard about that too. It's called penalty verdict, I think. I need to get it. Oh, now they're handoff, and that is for a meager gain there of 2. Great point. I have yet to see Pat Bryant out there. So, yeah, would love to see some Pat Bryant here. Drew, small sample size. If this is how this game finishes up, I'll be pumping some brakes and panicked, but it's still really early. All right, pistol again. Oh no. All right, little concern now. Bo Nix fumbles the ball. And is he slow getting up? Simmons on the sack there. Sack fumble for Bo Nix. Ooh. Man. So you do a play action pass with a running back on the wrong side, and Bo Nix kind of tries to buy a little time and runs right into the sack for a sack fumble there to Simmons. Oof. And man, Simmons is a big dude to hit Bo like that too. Man. All right, now I'm feeling a little more concerned here. Bo Nix, we got to settle down. Man. All right, so now they are in basically right on the edge of field goal position. Defense tighten up, boys. And they do a little screen pass. And oh my goodness, Riley Moss takes on his blocker and still makes the tackle. Like that is, we heard all about how Riley Moss bulked up this offseason. And you see it on that play because that dude looked unstoppable. Run the ball. I'm with you, unknown user. We need to. All right. 2nd and 9 here. All right. Man, Cam Ward passes it to Riley Moss in coverage there. First down to their rookie Ayumanor, who's they really, really like him. When I was talking to the Tennessee creator, I think 3rd, 4th round pick there. But yeah, Riley didn't get beat that much, but that was a good throw by Cam Ward. Oh man. All right. So now you are right outside of the red zone here for Cam Ward. He's under center. Motion and handoff. Oof. And Hufanga steps up and maybe saves a touchdown there. Shoestring tackle there. Nice 8-yard gain for them. Yeah, Bo's stats are absolutely cooked after this game. Back to Drew's point about his QBR and everything. If this Titans offense scores 30 points on us, I'll be concerned. But this Titans defense was good last year, guys. They were a top 10 scoring defense in the league. And so it's, oof. So they are now knocking at the door, 10-yard line. I think the Ravens are a better team than the Bills, so I think the Ravens win. But the juice in opening night there in Buffalo will be a lot, but I think the Ravens are a pretty unbeatable team. All right, 1st and goal. Tighten up, boys. Tighten up. Under center. Handoff Pollard and gets a gain of 6. Ooh, 2nd and goal from the 4 here for the Broncos. Titans gonna win. Tighten up. No, they're not. We're not gonna lose to the Titans, and if we are, I might have to take a week off. Feeling a little sickness coming on. We're not gonna lose to the Titans. We're still gonna win we'll still win this game by 10 points. I mean, we'll still win this game by at least a touchdown, 7 or more. And another handoff and nothing there. Okay. All right. So now you got 3rd and goal. I'd expect them to be pretty conservative here. Ooh, all right. Man. All right, 3rd and goal. Come on, boys. Shotgun, got motion, play clocks at 6, 5, 4, 3. He's rolling left. Cooper bearing down. Get him. Oh, Nick Bonito and Cooper meet in the backfield. The Bash Brothers, the dynamic duo. My goodness, that was gorgeous, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. And Cam Ward, that's the kind of stuff you could do in college. You cannot do against the best defensive line in football. My goodness. You see both of our edge rushers beat their guy. I mean, Nick Bonito fights through a double team. He's getting picked up there and just, that was so sick. My. All right. So hold him to 3 here. And through the uprights with 2-minute drill. Broncos have 1 timeout and they'll have the 2-minute warning here. And we got to get points because we are down to the Tennessee Titans 6-3 right now. My goodness. Something you would not have guessed we'd be saying. But again, I think the Broncos are gonna come out, make better adjustments at half, and I think we're gonna get points right here. We need a touchdown. Whoa, well, Dakota, that's exciting that I'm ahead. I'm shocked. I would have guessed I was way behind, but if I'm ahead, that's great. And my cell phone is just blowing up with people dunking on me about, oh, Broncos are down to the Titans. Come on, we're fine. Broncos, dude, they're gonna be fine. We did not look like garbage in the preseason. We're gonna win 11 games this year. We're gonna win 11 games this year. And Mims taking it out to the 23, or what is that? 26. All right, 2-11. All right, let's go. So 2-minute drill. We know Bo looked great in that last year, and I expect the same. If not, Davis Webb. Maybe Davis Webb will take over play calling at halftime. Lil Avocado, what's up? All right. Under center right now for Bo Nix. We got 2-minute warning coming. And we do hand it off now. J.K. Dobbins with a gain of 7. And again, I don't love doing that right before the 2-minute, but why have we not done that this entire game? Like, because 2nd and 3, you can do a lot in. And I just don't know why you wait till right at the 2-minute warning to do that. But so we'll have Broncos have all their timeouts here, facing a 2nd and 3 after the 2-minute warning. Defense has held their own. Bo Nix has not looked great, but there's no panic here. No panic here. Why are you folks so sure of the run game right now? I'm not like sure it's gonna work, but it's gotta work if we want to make a deep run in the playoffs this year. That's a great question. We were just like one of the worst running back rooms in football last year. Javonte Williams ended up as the 42nd ranked running back last year. And I just know how Sean Payton's offenses work. You need a running threat. And so I'm not saying run the ball because I think it's going to be great, but we need to make it great. And I think Bo Nix is going to be lethal out of the play action, but the play action doesn't work if you haven't run the ball to get it ready. But that's a great question. And I think, as we've seen through the limited carries with RJ and that one by JK, I think our running back room is greatly improved. Bo Nix is cooking my fantasy team right now. Mine too. I traded a lot for him in my dynasty league, but remember he finished as through the 6th most touchdowns in football last year as a rookie. So he's gonna be okay. Just he got better every single game last season, like from week 4 on. Yeah. J.K. Dobbins, one of the better running backs in football, best running back in our division last season. So I totally agree with that. Seattle, San Francisco tied at 7. Green Bay is mollywopping the Lions 17-3. That's surprising. And then Houston is up 3-0 on the Rams is our journey across NFL. Thought 49ers are going to do a lot better. But yeah, we can't be a one-dimensional offense again. I completely agree. All right. Here we go. 2 turnovers last 3 drives for Bo Nix. You do not love to hear that. All right, Bo Nix sets his feet and throws a short little thing for a gain of 2. Hurry up is on. We got 3rd down here. Clock is ticking. And all right. Pocket's closing, and Bo short hops it to Cortland Sutton, but flag on the play here. That pocket was closing much faster than you would want it to. And I like Bo Nix stepping up. Yep, illegal contact there on Cortland Sutton. I like Bo Nix stepping up, but it's almost like he's stepping into pressure. So I think that's something he'll be feeling out. But you got a 4-man rush that really should not be getting that much home. Yeah, and Snead hit him way early, so that's a good call. All right, 1st and 10, a minute 38. Broncos still have both their timeouts. Bo Nix and shotgun. We're at the 40-yard line. Cortland at the top of the screen. Screen pass finally connected to Tyler Bidet. Gain of 7. And there was a flag on the play. And we'll see what that is. Looks like Powers went early, but they would have just blown it dead completely, not throwing a flag right now. So let's see what this is. An eligible man downfield here on the play that worked for us, it looks like is the call. See who that was on. So is that... Oh, Luke Wattenberg got downfield ahead of him. Let's see here. Yeah, he took off early. But he didn't engage the guy. Oh. All right. 1st and 15, a minute 30 left. All right, offensive line, give Bo some time right now, please. Oh my goodness, Bo Nix targeted Ingram, and that could have been a pick 6. That could have been, that's the first throw that he's made today that I thought was just a bad throw. I don't know if he wasn't expecting that tight end. Oof. Or if he just had that in his mind. That was a bad throw. That should have been a pick 6. Thankfully, it wasn't. We live to play another down. 2nd and 15 here. Bo, you got to get your confidence right now, man. Come on. We believe in you. Another screen. Bidet's got a whole army out in front of him. All right, so this is going to be a 3rd and 2. All right, just get a 1st down here. Give me a little Bo Nix designed run here. Give me a designed run here for Bo Nix. Convert it, use a timeout. That's what I would do. About 10 yards out of field goal range here, but just get a 1st down first. Bo, oh my goodness, Bo sidearms it to Lucas Kroll and misses him. And Bo's upset. Bo's telling him he needs to sit in that pocket. If you watched NFL, the quarterback show on Netflix, you'll see that the stuff that drove Kirk Cousins nuts too. In zone coverage, that tight end, whoever's running that route, needs to sit in the pocket and not be fading, because then it messes them up. And Bo's furious. Yep, he needs to sit in that spot, and he didn't, so the Broncos are going to punt. Oh, man, we're going to be losing to the Tennessee Titans at half. Broncos do get the ball back afterwards. Muff this. Muff it. All right. 7-yard line here. Titans will have 47 seconds and 2 timeouts to work with. My guess is they'll just run it a couple times. Man. These dudes are quitting on Bo Nix already. Well, that will not age well for them. It's a long season, and Sean Payton has more to lose in all of this than all of us in this chat combined. And Sean Payton said he thinks he's going to be a top 5 quarterback in the next couple of years. He's got what it takes, guys, and I don't bail on him. We're still going to win this game. So there's nothing to bail on. And go look it up right now. The Tennessee Titans were a top 10 defense. I think there were a couple metrics. They were a top 5 defense. And that's going to be a safety. Oh, man. I thought Benito had him. Benito's cooking him. Give us the ball back. Keep throwing it, Callahan. I dare you. Give us the ball back. Remember what Bo Nix did last year in that Cincy game? And, dude, Benito gets held too. That should have been holding in the end zone for safety. He's getting wrapped up. And you're even hearing the broadcast on here say that should have been a penalty. All right. 2nd and 10. I think they should hand it off. If I was that coach, I'd be handing it off. And nope. All right. Broncos are going to get the ball back here, I think. Because it's 3rd and 10 here. We have both of our timeouts, and they should just hand it off. We'll call a timeout. Bo Nix, nice little touchdown drive with 30 seconds left. I'll take it. Yeah, you hear even the broadcast guys be like, what are you doing putting your rookie quarterback pinned back against the best defense in football on the road at altitude? Why are you throwing the ball? Do it one more time. They won't, but I dare them to do it one more time. All right, here we go. 3rd and 10. They're throwing it one more time. And sack zone. And that should be a safety. Challenge. We don't have any challenges left, but it's in 2 minutes. We'll call a timeout. They're saying he was out of the end zone, but I thought that should be a safety. I guess the ball just has to be out, but man, I hope the Broncos got their timeout. Dude, that ball is in the end zone. He's just outside of it. The ball just has to be. They're gonna look at it. Okay, Broncos did get their timeout in at the 39-second mark. Thought it'd run all the way down to 9. So then you bring the house on this punt right here, and you got Marvin Mims back there. This is a good spot to be in. The Broncos should be able to get some points. And then it's gonna, yeah. The ball just has to be like the nose of it has to be outside. Just think the opposite of a touchdown. Like the nose has to cross to be a touchdown. Just nose has to be out to not have it be a safety, and that stinks. So no safety there, but wow, Titans just absolutely bungling this. So watch the punter's heels here. If he touches out, it's a safety. And you got Marvin Mims at the 50, basically already in Lutz's field goal range where he catches that. Remember, if he fair catches it, we could. Well, I guess that doesn't come into play here. All right, Mims catches it, crosses midfield. Makes a couple miss, way in field goal range. Okay, we have a timeout, 27 seconds, and the Broncos have the ball. We should still at least go into halftime tied. And a tie is like kissing your sister. You got to love it, right? I think that's what they say. Do you love it? Okay. Well, I guess a tie is worse than kissing your sister. Ooh, man. So you got to think like for Cam Ward, that can't have him feeling too hyped up going into the second half, how that just ended. Because, yeah, if they just hand the ball off 3 times, the Broncos don't even get the ball back. And instead, we are in field goal range. And Bo Nix, think of what he did last year against Cincinnati. All right, Bo. Confidence shot to the arm right here. Steps up, throws. Oh, my goodness. And another pass interference call. So we're going to be kind of on the 20, I think. 22 seconds is what the clock's at, too. And I know the Titans fans are going to be like, oh, you just keep getting bailed out. You're hitting our guys before the ball's there. This is pass interference. And the level of aggression that they're playing with, he grabs him at his break. He grabs him with two hands off of his break. Like, that's pass interference. If he doesn't do that, Cortland has a ton more space on that. So now we're at the 23-yard line, 22 seconds and a timeout. Bo in the shotgun. And pump fake. Deep shot. Touchdown, Denver Broncos! Who's out on Bo Nix now? Who's out on Bo Nix now? Nobody. Let's go, boy. And the reports of Bo Nix's demise were premature as Bo Nix pump fakes, hits Cortland Sutton for a jump ball. Like, gorgeous, man. Guys, just don't be, I know we've got a decade of pessimism, but don't let it cloud your vision right now. Bo Nix is good. That was a gorgeous throw. And Cortland Sutton is a wide receiver 1 who we're paying as like the 18th highest paid receiver in football. Let's go. Denver Broncos get the ball to start half, and we go up at halftime 10-6. And this thing's over. It's over. Oh, that felt good. And like the confidence going into halftime for Bo Nix after leading that drive, and the confidence for Cam Ward after, bringing defeat from the jaws of victory there. The Titans just bungle it. The Broncos cash in. Sean Payton, stop trying to prove stuff right now. We know Bo Nix is good. Let's run the rock in the second half and get out of here without any injuries, and we're on to the Indianapolis Colts. That was the way you end a half. Woo, man, I feel good. That was like, who needs to go into the low T center? All you need is some Bo Nix. That's the cure for low T. My testosterone is surging. Is yours? It's just surging. All right. Callahan, just dumbfounded look on his face. Like, what am I doing? Man, that feels good. Yeah, I mean, time of possession is, if we ran the rock, guys, our time of, we're in really good shape here. Little man looks just like, that's good. I think he's a handsome fella. All right, now we're going to blow him out 100%. There's no way we win this game by less than a touchdown. I still think we hit that over. Yeah. All right, here we go. Uh-oh. This is not good, guys. All right, so 6 seconds left here. Huge return. And we know this is something I was actually crazy confident about our special teams going into this game because we have the best special teams coordinator in football. That's not a homer take. And we just have a huge return on us. Did not score a touchdown, but 6 seconds left here, and they're back in field goal range. Broncos should still go in up at half. Hopefully they continue to do Titan dumb stuff and they try to throw on us one more time. 6 seconds left. You got, they're not even going to send Cam Ward out there. So they just send the field goal kicker out. Oh, that stinks. Momentum is a hard thing to change. So this gives Titans a little bit of momentum at half. Man, that's crazy. To have, hypothetically, you could have, if they hit this, that's 10 points scored in a matter of 30 seconds. That's crazy. 42-yard attempt. And snap is good. Hold is good. Right down the middle. Woo, all right. Broncos are going to be up at half 10-9. But again, they get the ball coming out of half. 2 seconds left. Man. Yeah, that would have been cool to have a block like the Chiefs did, but yeah, I got my friend who's a Titans fan who just texted me fireable clock management from Callahan on that end of half. He got bailed out there by the kick return, but yeah, that was bad clock management on their part. Yeah, hopefully the Green Law and Malcolm Roach absence doesn't burn us too bad, but yeah, not loving missing those guys. Again, keeping this team from scoring any touchdowns without one of your best defenders in Greenlaw and then one of your best defensive linemen, Malcolm Roach, is pretty impressive. All right, so let's see what ends up happening here. This will be the last play of the half, unless there's a penalty. And out of the back of the end zone. So you got Bo Nix coming out for one snap. Probably comes out and takes a knee, and then the haters are gonna just take a look at his man. Stop glazing this team and be a realistic fan. Bo is barely throwing it over 10 yards unless it's to the other team. Bro. All right. Bo Nix downs it here. I gotta come in on this one. Who had the furthest completion in football last season via air yards? That was Bo Chapman Nix. Who like that throw to Cortland Sutton was a 23-yard strike, man. Bo Nix has a huge arm, and anyone saying he doesn't is wrong. Bo Nix does not have a noodle arm whatsoever. And I'm not worried at all. So Broncos go into half up 10-9. And yeah, second half, Broncos will get the ball. We'll do our second half recap here in just a second. I might hit a quick bathroom break, grab some food, be right back. So in the famous words of Brandon Perna on his stream, you'll get a little chair. But first, shout out to our sponsor. And if you're trying to get watch all the games, Sunday Ticket is the absolute place to be, and you can get a sweet deal here for Sunday Ticket if you take a look here. I don't need to tell you, but there's no better feeling than waking up on a fall Sunday morning and knowing you have an entire day ahead of you of just watching professional football. But what if I told you you could watch every single game? Well, that's why I'm so thrilled, because thanks to the sponsor of today's video, DraftKings Sportsbook, we have the actual ultimate package to get you ready for the football season. So check this out. Right now, the DraftKings Sportsbook app deal is absolutely phenomenal. Right now, new customers who sign up and bet $5 not only get $300 in bonus bets, which is a wild offer, they also get $200 off of the NFL Sunday Ticket with YouTube and YouTube TV, which is going to let you watch every game. But the only way you can get it is if you use my promo code STDenver. Just think about it. You are set with these incredible bonus bets, and then on top of that, you get $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket. The next great touchdown is coming. You don't want to miss it, so download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use my promo code STDenver to get $300 in bonus bets, $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket. Have an amazing season, and as always, please gamble responsibly. And we're back. All right, so yeah, a little roundtable across the NFL, and we'll do our halftime breakdown. So looks like the Commanders just destroyed the Giants. Tampa Bay squeaks one out there. Cincinnati Bengals 17-16 against the Browns. And I'm going to go grab dinner and come right back. So while I'm gone, let me know, what were your first half takeaways? What do we need to see in the second half? What's your concern level? Because I don't want to just be like overly optimistic. My concern level is a 1 out of 100. I need to see more, but let's run the rock. But let me know in the comments. I will respond to all those and be back in 2 minutos. ton. We're back. So my family does a bunch of driving from Michigan to where my folks live in Colorado. And this year I discovered this new invention called a sheepy. And it's like a male urinal, like a portable one, kind of. I don't know why. I guess I don't know. Probably should have thought this one through before I was live, but I might need to start using that during these streams, because what else do I do when I got to go to the bathroom? All right. First half takeaways. What is everyone thinking? We're going to scroll through some of these here. So, so I think run game horrible, because the Texans have some big dudes on that defensive line. Yeah, that's for sure. Our run game, I didn't think it was horrible. I just think we didn't even try. So what were the final, if we take a look here at the actual game cast and take a look at some of those stats, I think we're going to be a little disappointed in what the Broncos even tried when it came to running the ball. So basically we had RJ Harvey, you gave him the ball 3 times. So your total yards, 121, 9 first downs to 5, 3 penalties, 3 of 6 on third down. Not horrible. But if you take a look at, trying to look at our total full box score, here's where we go. So we're looking here that RJ Harvey, 3 carries, 13 yards, 4.3 average. Yeah, you ran the ball 9 times for 25 yards. That's just not what you want to see here. And then, the Bo Nix keeper there on that 3rd or 4th down, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, that really hurts your average there too. But 2.8 yards, 9 carries. To have Bo Nix attempt the ball 22 times, he's on pace, guys, for 44 throwing attempts. That's just not what you want to see out of him. And not that he can't do it, but 67 rating. We need to flip these numbers. Like, the Broncos need to run the ball 15 times in the second half. That's the number I want. Seeing Sean play calling looks good on the first drive. He's just, again, I feel like, because I've watched so many press conferences from him, I just know who he is and what he wants to do. And the fact that he calls all of his friends in media to start bragging about Bo Nix before Bo Nix even hit, he wants to be right on him, and he wants Sunday Night Football tonight, when they're going through the games of the day, to be like, oh, Sean Payton really got his quarterback. Look at Bo Nix, threw for 400 yards. But Bo Nix will throw for 400 yards when our run game is a threat. So, when Nix can beat a good team, come back to me. I would just say that, he beat Tampa last year. He essentially beat Cincy and the Chiefs last year and lost in overtime and then a blocked field goal. I think that the narrative that we don't beat any good teams is I don't know. And I even just think that game against Seattle and Pittsburgh are different if we play them later in the year. We need to run the ball. 26 yards is not going to cut it. Get to Cam. Yeah, I'd like to see. Yeah, and that kind of started as the game ended there with, in at least his last 2 drives, we sacked Cam Ward. So let's see more of that. Oh, dude, this is top rope here. You can be a great coach and a bad play caller. I completely agree. And I hope that Sean Payton has the insight on himself to understand that don't define yourself by being a play caller. If Davis Webb does it better and it lets us keep Davis Webb for a couple of years, hand it off, because you've built the culture of this team, and that's the number one skill I want in a coach. We know coaches there's like 20 different skill sets associated with being a good coach. There's like game management, there's analytics, there's player recruitment, there's like player morale, there's culture, there's defense, like there's all of that. Sean Payton, be confident in the stuff that you're really good at. And if Davis Webb would call a better game than you, or it takes something off your plate to let him do that, I hope has the foresight to do that. Cam does look nervous. I definitely think we're going to see a lot more nervous play out of him in the second half. Yeah, and I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen Bo run at all yet. We know that's in his arsenal. Loved him ending that half with the touchdown. Let's just pick it up from there. Hit Cam twice so far, and then should have hit him a third time on that opening drive they had, and he was able to wriggle out of a John Franklin Myers sack. And this Titans low key good. There are places that have the Tennessee Titans making the playoffs this year in that division, and that's not a crazy take. So yeah, to be up a half, this is the NFL. That's why we love it. That's why you come back every year. Every year in the NFL, there's a team that goes from worst in their division to making the playoffs. That's why it's way better than NBA, way better than any other sport out there. And there are no games that are just gimme games, unless you're playing the Miami Dolphins. That's a gimme game. Big Apple Sports, please tell us more about your bathroom habits. I kind of went over that already. You're late to the stream, but maybe I'll make a pre-recorded video on that. Dude, how sweet. I mean, AFC is looking absolutely stacked. You're just looking at yeah, I think that the top 3 or 4 teams in the AFC are Super Bowl favorites, and I'd take Baltimore, Buffalo, Cincy, Kansas City. I think they're better than any team in the NFC, and I'd put our name in that too. Oh, man. What? There's a weather delay in Denver? Someone, if you're there, tell me, is that true? There can't be a weather delay in Denver. No, it looks sunny, blue skies. All right, so yeah, that, man, 25 yards rushing, almost 100 yards passing. We got Mark Sanchez on the call. Former. Oh. Mark Sanchez, former Denver Bronco, great. You guys remember when we had him in Denver for a hot second? Oh, okay. So T Fishes did just text Sean Payton, so that's good. He responded back, no, he's not going to run the ball. I'm still putting us on a pedestal, man. I still think we're going to win the AFC West. Nothing today that I've seen has made me question that. Just we're going to end up winning this game by 10 points, I'm guessing. Can't wait for another screen pass. Yep, we'll see about that. Yeah, and again, screen passes just work so much better too when you've run the ball a little. Got a nice little famous Denver Broncos sun shower. It's like looks sunny, but it's raining. Oh wow, they're saying it's a weather delay on Red Zone. Oh my goodness. Arsenio, thank you for the $5 super chat. Reserving judgment for now, but run the ball and stop forcing stuff. Bo looked overconfident and was trying to throw into windows like Brett Favre. Yeah, I mean, you did see him absolutely rip it into a couple seams, and it worked out. That one where he's rolling out to the left and kind of threw that lob pass there was an errant pass. And then the one that he gunned and tried to hit Evan Ingram, that should have been a pick 6. So I agree. That was not what you want to see. If it's a close game, we lose by 3 like usual because Sean always trusts the defense. Yeah, I don't think it'll be close. Oh, good thing it's rain. Hey, bright side right there. It's raining, but that means the Denver Broncos are going to run the rock. Check out some Twitter real quick. See what the Twitter sphere is thinking about everything. Whoa, they did do a quick lightning delay, but it does look like players are on the field and we're going, so it must have been short-lived. All right, kickoff ready. I think Jason said in the chat, Sean Payton does an old school butt chewing, and we come out running the rock here. Mims takes it and makes a man miss. And man, remember when the 20-yard line, like you were pumped to get past the 20, and now with these new rules, you almost are disappointed if you get at the 25, but Broncos will take the ball over at about the 25. Oh, wow. So they're saying that lightning delay was a scoreboard operator error. Wouldn't you hate to be that guy? You just push one wrong button and just like that, get everybody panicked. Oh, man. Sean looks fired up too. I think he knows. I mean, this game is right where you don't want it to be. 10-9. We need to score here. You got JK in, Bo under center, and you do what we needed to. JK does what he always does. Nice average. 5-6 yards right there. That's what you need to see. Just like we said, 6-yard average. And you got to remember, JK has not hit the minimum number of carries yet to qualify for this award. He has one of the highest yards per carry in NFL history. Give him the ball. And then, Sean, you can light it up off of play action, and it'll be so much better. But give him the ball. Let Dobbins cook. I like that a lot. And let Dobbins cook so that Bo can cook. Like, that's my big thought on it. Bo Nix left, sets, deep shot. Oh, bad ball, picked off. Ooh, man. So Simmons gets pressure on Bo, and Bo Nix throws his second errant pass that's picked off. And it's looking like, I don't know if Bo thought he had Cortland watching the replay here. Yeah, so oh, man. He was targeting Troy Franklin, and just Troy doesn't hit the part of the zone that he thought he would, and Bo Nix threw an interception. Oh, man. Nix ends up getting hit as well on the play. Not happy with it. And Broncos are now losing this turnover battle, and you're a rookie in your first NFL start, and you get the ball in field goal range already. Handoff in the backfield to Pollard, who bowls ahead for 8, trucks over a couple Broncos defenders. Oh, man. Wow. Oh, that is so discouraging. 2 guys there, bad throw. I'd say that's probably his second bad throw of the day. The Evan Ingram one he tried. His first interception was a better pick than it was an interception. And they're going to have third down here and 2, short 2. Drew Davis, at what point are those of you calling us doomers going to call a spade a spade? Yeah, if we see this over a couple of games, if we lose this game, this is a good defense, man. I think we've said Bo Nix needs to average 24 points a game. We're still well within the range where we could put up 24 in this game. We need to see it, but all right. Okay, kept him short of the line there. And if they're smart, they'll kick a field goal here. Cam Ward saying he wants to go for it. And you just Kansas City Chiefs won 8 one-score games last year. This isn't Madden. This isn't a video game or the NBA. Like, games are close, and that's why we watch every single game till the last snap. They're holding them to a field goal on a short field. Good job, defense. I guess that part of my prediction has rung true so far, that I didn't think the Titans would score an offensive touchdown on us. And Broncos go down 12-10. And yeah, it's hard to not feel like we should be up 21-6. And end of the day, guys, we score a field goal, we're back up here. I'm still Bo-LIEVing. I still am Bo-LIEVing. Sean Payton said he doesn't even believe in the term sophomore slump, and he has forgotten more about football than I'll ever know. Oh, T says, take that jersey off. No way, man. Although under this, I do think I have a John Elway shirt on. So I'm kind of like good there. Yeah, wide receivers are not good at getting separation. Yeah, I mean, I think Sean Payton's offense that he wants, he's got a very specific vision in mind for what he wants out of this wide receiving core, and it's not the type of talent that I would want. Like, I want to like Debo in his prime, or give me like a Cooper Kupp, but Sean Payton has like a type, and he's got guys who match the exact same type of wide receiver core that he was really successful with in New Orleans. So, all right, Bo, we need you to jump back here, man. Put 2 interceptions behind you, 2 interceptions and a fumble on a sack, and you got to put all that behind you right now and lock in right now. Oh. This YouTuber refuses to acknowledge Nix is playing like a dodo. I'm not saying Bo Nix looks great right now, but I think he looks as good as Drake May. I think he's going to look a lot better than Caleb Williams. I still think he's going to win this game for us. If you just drove to the gym, Bo Nix tried to thread something into zone coverage, hit Troy Franklin, and threw to another interception, and then defense tightened up and held him to a field goal on a really short field. So, yeah, not sure why I even threw the ball there. I totally agree. It feels like the Broncos are pressing, and you know, there's this feeling when you're playing loose, right? You're playing a team you don't have everyone said you're going to lose against. You play loose and play with house money. But when you're the biggest line in football, like we were 8.5-point favorites in this game, and Bo Nix has heard about his demise all offseason, the Broncos feel like they're pushing right now. Like they're not, from a play call standpoint and from a Bo's throw standpoint, I feel like they're just Bo Nix is only good against backup teams. Bro, that's not even true. That's not even close to being true. Kicking team with an illegal formation, so get the ball right about the 30-yard line. Okay, Bo Nix, come on. We need you. We need you. So Broncos losing the turnover battle 3-1, still somehow in this thing. If you would have told me at the start of this game who would be losing the turnover battle 3-1, my money would definitely not be on the Denver Broncos. RJ Harvey gets a gain of 2. Nice little pitch out there. So that's the play that we ran the tight end screen to Evan Ingram earlier, and I just think had you set that up with this pitch play, that fake pitch works a lot better. 2nd and 8 here. Bo Nix in the shotgun pistol formation. RJ Harvey behind him, and play action again, and Bo Nix just throws it into the dirt. Must have been an RPO because he had Cortland Sutton holding his block. So now we got 3rd and 8. Yeah, and right on cue there, run an RPO, and we do there, and I don't know if Bo did the wrong read on that or what it was, but all right, 3rd and 8, Bo and shotgun. Cortland Sutton motion to the bottom of our screen. You got trips on the bottom. And it looks like Tennessee faking the blitz there. And, horse collar tackle there. That's a horse collar tackle. Thank you. And so we'll get a 1st down here. Bo Nix stepping into the throw. Hits Marvin Mims, who's just short of the yard to gain, but would have had it had he not been illegally tackled by the opening to his jersey. So I guess they call a horse collar tackle a face mask now. They said the helmet opening here, but yeah, that's an illegal tackle. Man, and Marvin Mims showing that he's way more than a returner. And he would have had a big gain had he not been. Oh, he did a reach around, grabbed the inside of his face mask there. I thought he grabbed him a horse collar, but Broncos definitely been the cleaner team here. And I know the doomers are going to say we got bailed out, but this was the biggest worry for the Titans creator. Was he said all training camp there were multiple fights. There we go. Nice little screen pass here to Mims, gain of 8, but there is a flag on the play, so probably a legal man downfield. But you had Jeffrey Simmons getting a fight with Cam Ward at training camp. You had some Titans players fight fans at a Tampa Bay practice. So this isn't the refs bailing us out. This is Sean Payton is a much more disciplined coach. And Trent Sherfield grabs the inside of the cornerback there to spring Mims on that play. So a hold, kind of a ticky-tack call there. But 1st and 20 now, Bo really behind the sticks. All right, right on the logo here, 1st and 20. Bo Nix looks him off, hits Dobbins for the short gain. For a gain of 2 there. Yeah, looking for good news here. Chiefs losing, already starting off the season in a hole, knowing that they got Philadelphia Eagles real quick right off of a Brazil trip. That's a lot of flying to then play the Super Bowl champs, who are going to they've been off since Thursday night, so they'll have the rest advantage, and Chiefs looking demoralized. Yeah, I have not seen Pat Bryant on the field yet either, which is odd. All right. 2nd and 18. A lot of pressure. Bo Nix is going to rattle off a big run here for a gain of 13 probably. So the pressure that offensive line just gave up. Again, this Tennessee defense is nothing to look past. And I didn't. I said going into this, I knew their defense was good. I just knew ours was better. So he steps up, doesn't press looking downfield, gets it with his feet there. So now we got 3rd and 7, manageable, way more manageable than 3rd and 18. All right. 3rd and 7. 1st down, easy 1st down. 1st down, Cortland Sutton there. And Bo Nix is throwing like that's a perfect throw there. So all the Bo Nix slander. Yes, he's made some dumb reads here, but that was a great throw. And we are moving the sticks here. And I mean, converting when you've had a 1st and 20, Sean Payton, one of the reasons he ran Russell Wilson out of town was it's so hard to convert on long drives like that. He hated all the sacks Russell Wilson took. And so, yeah, for for us to convert on a 1st and 20 is fantastic. And again, we run the rock, and J.K. Dobbins gets us a nice gain here of 7 again. There we go, boys. And we're right on the edge of the red zone. J.K. Dobbins saying, feed me. And we should. Nice. Oof, let's go, JK. That's a great run. Ooh, here in we got Pat Bryant in the game. That'd be nice. We ran the ball. 2nd and 2 here. And you got Mims in motion. Nice handoff. J.K. Dobbins. Right at the stick. So we'll have 3rd down in inches, I'm guessing. Call it 3rd and 1. All right. So Bo Nix was sneaky good last year at that QB sneak, just picking one side of Quinn Miners or the other, just following him home. So don't know if we'll do that again. We just need one. He's I formation here. Tight ends in the back. And Bo, yep, you almost see it coming. You got it again. Yeah, I think Bo just gets to the line and just says whatever side of Quinn he wants to go on. Gave us the first. Moving the chains. Oh, chain. Oh, train. Move the chains. Oh, I like that formation. Yeah, Bo Nix just dives right behind Luke Wattenberg there, picks it up. And Bo Nix on the boot, and we got Trent Sherfield sighting. Trent Sherfield, great special teamer, and then showed us in the preseason. He's a great wide receiver too. 2nd and 7 here. So much more balanced drive here for the Broncos. Nice little 10-play drive here. Almost 50 yards, 6 minutes of clock time. Just look like we're not pressing. Bo and shotgun. And cool formation here. Oh, man. Nice close there by the linebacker, but a nicer catch by Cortland for gain of 5 there probably. So we're going to have 3rd and manageable here, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2. All right, Sean Payton, let's go punch this thing in. 3rd and 2 from about the 12-yard line here. So we can get another 1st down. Bo Nix with 12 seconds at the line. He's adjusting things. And nice. Oof. So we do try to run the rock, swallow it up here. So 4th down upcoming. What will Sean do? Gain of nothing there. That looked a lot like a like Javonte back there. Ooh, all right. So 4th and 2 here. It hasn't shown what we're doing, but it sounds loud there. Part of me feels like if Sean went, yeah. So we're right back up at the line, and Bo Nix is under center here, kind of faking a tush push, and maybe just trying to draw him off sides. And just trying to draw him off sides here. And looks like Broncos will kick a field goal here. Getting pretty chippy out there. I like a chippy Bo Nix, man. Looks like Bo Nix was about to go get in a fight. And should be straight down the middle here. Pretty lined up right between the 2 hashes here for Will Lutz. It looks like the refs kind of messed things up here. and they did not give him the 5 yards here on the penalty. So kick is up and good for Will Lutz. So Broncos do end up getting a score here. Broncos are up 13-12. About 4 minutes left in the third quarter. And yeah, seeing a lot of stuff on here, wasting our defense. This is disgusting. And I'm not hooting and hollering about this offensive production, but I just know we need to win this game. So let's win it. And Sean Payton talked about it's the learning curve these first 4 games that's more important than anything, and the teams who can learn from it are the ones that are gonna thrive and be playing deep into January and February. And just looking back last year, like the Titans record last year, they played some teams tough. Yes, they got blown out. They're the worst team in football. But yeah, you just look here, like, I guess Detroit scored 52 on them was their high, but like they held Jacksonville to 10, Houston to 23. They beat the Patriots last year, so this is a good defense, and we need to score another touchdown for me to feel good about this offense. But I feel great about our defense. I guess this is like a blasphemous question, but like Peyton Manning, his last year in Denver when we won the Super Bowl, was not the same Peyton Manning who broke all those records. Like he had plantar fasciitis and he retired after that. That's like he wasn't like that talented when we won a Super Bowl. And so if you have the best defense in football and a defense here that has not allowed a touchdown, that you're in the running there for still being able to say this is the best defense in football through 1 week at least. Looking here that you got looks like the Packers haven't let the Lions score a touchdown yet. Looks like Rams haven't allowed a touchdown yet. Then you look the rest of the games. You don't. I guess the Washington Commanders kept the Giants from scoring a touchdown. So this defense is really good. Gary Kubiak better than Sean Payton. I would definitely say when it comes to calling a game, at this point I'd take Gary Kubiak over Sean Payton. But I think for everything else Sean has done, I still like Sean Payton more than Gary Kubiak. But yeah, if I had to win one game, who do I want calling it? I'd give me Gary Kubiak or Mike Shanahan. But you give me a locker room in disarray and who needs to turn it around, give me Sean Payton. Anyone seen Jahdae Barron yet make any plays? Like I haven't noted that. I was expecting to see some of him in this, but we'll see. And Broncos bringing the house and Justin Strnad with the sack wrapped up by Singleton as well. Yeah, I think we're gonna get the ball back here and then score a touchdown. Would we feel better about 20-7? Because I think we're gonna see it in about 5 minutes. I think Vance Joseph saw everything he needed to in the first half, and he's going to make adjustments to what Cam can do and can't do. And I think this is going to be really good. Got Benito, Cooper, and almost a pick here. So you're going to have 3rd and 14 here for the rookie quarterback. All right, Malha, bring some noise. Man, great heads up play there by Justin Stranad to kind of close his throwing lane and just kind of jump up and make him throw it sidearm there. All right, here we go. 3rd and 14. It looks loud there. We got our best pass rush set out there. And catch. And oh man, Brandon Jones misses a tackle there. And first down. Man, Broncos had stopped them 6 times in a row on 3rd down and do not hold there. So it almost looks like we were not a prevent per se, but we were giving them short and trusting us to make the tackle there. And Brandon Jones did not make that tackle. But looks like ref's coming over to talk to Sean. That's definitely a first down. Oh, that was Jade Barron on the. No, that Sean, I've had your back this whole game. That's an easy first down. Well, it looks like Sean Payton is challenging it here, essentially getting a timeout here for the defense to kind of recoup after that. But I think that's a pretty easy first down. Sean, great on the 3 challenge, right? Essentially 3 challenges today where he's used the review. There was the one time where like it was reviewed in New York, but he was about to throw the challenge, and then the other ones he got. But again, he's kind of pressing. He's going to be fired up in this post-game press conference. I can tell you that. He's not going to be happy with this performance. Yeah, not good tackling, ridiculous challenge. Checking out some. So it looks like Green Bay 17-6 on the Lions. Rams 14-9 on Houston. That could be a game that has some playoff implications for Broncos. And then San Fran is down 7-10 against Seattle. We need Bo to be angry. He did seem to be angry that last little drive there. So remember angry Bo last year against the Raiders after he got his back broken, got in that little spat there with somebody and came out and blew the doors off the Raiders the rest of that game. So let's see it again. And even just Washington, guys, to pump the brakes on all of our Bo slander. Washington Commanders scored 21 points. The Broncos are on pace to score at least that much. And Jaden was the player of the year last year, right? So let's I know in our minds we're like, oh, Broncos are going to score 31. That's what I called coming into this game. But yeah, you're not like you're looking here. Drake May, that was drafted ahead of Bo Nix, scored 13 points on one of the worst defenses in football. The Vegas Raiders are a horrible defense. They lost so many people. They had a bunch of people get hurt in that game, and Drake May scored 13 points. So Sean lost the challenge here, and so now you're at the 40-yard line. Cam Ward in the shotgun, 1st and 10. And quarterback keeper, and definitely a couple holds on that play. Pick your poison. Multiple Denver Broncos edge rushers held on that. And it looks like that was a busted play by Cam. Looks like he was trying to hand it off. So you had an ineligible man downfield and a hold. Yep. So now you're going to be talking 1st and 20 here. And that, again, I was that on Jonah Ellis, or who was getting held? That's JC. Yeah, Ellis just getting manhandled. But you also saw Justin Stranaga get his face mask grab. So that's JC Latham out of Alabama, who's supposed to be a really good And you're talking the Broncos' second string edge rusher just dog walks him into the backfield. So yeah, Callahan is technically in his second year. He is coaching like a rookie, but he is not a rookie head coach. Vrabel got fired 2 seasons ago, and then he took over there. 1st and 20, and they're going to throw. And, ooh, out of bounds. Testing Riley Moss. Pretty nice throw there, but definitely out of bounds. Great coverage by Riley Moss. He has stepped up, guys. Like, he has absolutely stepped up. Maybe got away with a PI there, but it doesn't come down and all right, here we go. Man, this game is actually flying by. I thought it'd be going for all right, 2nd and 20. Kim in the shotgun. And incomplete there. Great coverage by Patrick Surtain, the second, the best player in the entire NFL on defense. That's not a homer take. That's what the NFL said. All right, so 3rd and 20 here. I mean, if you are Callahan, you hand the ball off, but they won't. So, and if I was a Titans fan, I would have been upset. Pat Surtain was there a little early, but they defensive player of the year gets the benefit of the doubt there. All right, loud there, and good snap. Cam Ward's got a lot of time, yeets it deep. Nicely done by Riley Moss. My goodness. Gorgeous throw. Absolutely gorgeous throw. Better coverage by Riley Moss. That was, and guys, that's the reason for optimism for this Broncos secondary is like when Riley Moss started to struggle last year, it was after he got hurt. And when he's healthy, he fights through the push off and gets his hand up, and gorgeous play there by Riley Moss. All right. Time for something to Bo-LIEVE in right now. All right. So a couple minutes ago, I said the Broncos are going to be up 20-12 here in about 5 minutes. That was when the clock was at 5 minutes. So here it is. Bo Nix lead us on a touchdown drive. Man, in a delay a game here, pin them even deeper. All right, who thinks the Broncos are about to go score a touchdown right now? Because I do, and there's some people saying I'm overly hopeful. I'm smoking crock. I stay as far away from crock as I can. Definitely don't smoke it. And Shanks out of bounds, or is that going to stay in? Fair catch at the 30. So Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos are about to go 70 yards for a touchdown. All right. Jason's got us. Who thinks the Denver Broncos are about to do a 70-yard touchdown drive? Because you're going to want to have the receipts that say you do. Do you believe? I believe. We're going to go score. I do. I knew Sharon would. I knew it. It's coming. Woofy, a member, the man. We're about to. It's happening. Oh, man. One play. Okay. I'm not going to say it's going to be a one-play touchdown drive, but I think it's going to happen. This is a great point. You guys remember that Colts game last year that felt like it was way too close when we just turned it on real quick? That's a really, really good callback right there. Because, yeah, that when Jonathan Taylor was running across the end zone and fumbled it, we had a bad feeling, and then we just tightened everything up and started playing loose again, and I think that's what's about to happen. Sutton TD incoming. Give me a Troy Franklin touchdown incoming, or an Evan Ingram one. Give me some more with with Evan Ingram, because I think that's, if I were to say the things that have been little lackluster, obviously our running game, and then I thought we'd see a ton more out of Evan Ingram as the Joker, right? Sean Payton always talks about his famous Joker. There's been no joking today. But again, this is where this is a lose-lose game, because it's the NFL. We're supposed to win. You don't get style points in this league, right? So a win is a win, and we're gonna win. Oh, you broke your ankle. I'm sorry, man. Hey, a win, you're a win and a broken ankle. You got it. I'd take it. I'd break an ankle for a win. I mean, we win this game. We're a game above Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC West. All right, Evan Ingram, let's go, boy. I believe. Valentino believes. All right, 30-yard line. Bo's under center. Man, and they have been. That's an incomplete pass. They have known we are bootlegging every single time we bootleg, Sean. Hand that ball off. The bootleg and the fake handoff doesn't work when you don't hand the ball off. Bo Nix has had guys in his face when he turns around off that drop so many times, it's ridiculous. And had he had a second, like if you make that linebacker think you're handing it off, then you have him wide open in the flat, but he knows I'm going straight into the backfield. Cool little formation here with Adam Prentice in the backfield. And now okay, there's the designed run for Bo. Gain of 3 or 4. So you got 3rd and 6 here. Shows our first shot of Greg Penner, Condi Rice in the ownership box, and Kerry Walton Penner. Remember, support these Denver Broncos and go shop at Walmart. I do. All right. Oh, 3rd and 8. I thought Bo had a couple more than that. Got Bidet in the backfield with him. And Titans showing pressure, and they're bringing pressure from the side. Bo didn't see, but Bidet picked it up. Evan Ingram, right on cue, gets a nice little first down, and there's the tight end we've been missing for a bunch of years. Let's go. I did see, Evan Ingram's going off gingerly. You don't love that. Oh, no. Let's take a look here on the instant replay. Gorgeous play there. And hopefully it's just a helmet to the knee. He's hopping gingerly. That's not what you want to see. We'll keep you updated there. Motion, Mims. Handoff, JK. Ooh, looks a lot like Javonte right there. Ooh, right at the line of scrimmage there, so gain of nothing. And Ingram, he's bouncing around a lot to be like that dinged up. He is going into the blue tent. We'll keep you updated here. But like a lot of times when that happens, you can tell, like, I think he's okay. Put him in the blue tent, inject him with something. Probably an mRNA vaccine in the tent. He'll pop out and be great. Okay, so Bo in the shotgun. And okay, that's pass. Of all the things, that was pass interference and no call. All right, 3rd and 10. Bo had Cortland up the seam. I thought this was as much contact as I've seen anywhere. That's way past 5 yards. He hooked him. I don't know if Cortland didn't make a play on that ball, but his arm is around his waist. And I think Cortland needs to make a play on that ball and not just start flopping. But that was pass interference. But you guys remember the Seattle Seahawks under Pete Carroll. Pete coached them and said, hey, you pass interfere with them every time, and they won't call it every time. Like at some point, they'll stop calling it. And that's how these guys have been playing our wide receivers today. Little dink way short of the sticks to Adam Prentice. It's going to be negligible gain there. Gain of 4 or 5, but it's 4th down. Oh, there goes the end of the third quarter and no touchdown drive as I'd called. So Broncos going into the fourth quarter with a 1-point lead here. 13-12, crazy score. Not the offensive fireworks that we were hoping to see. I guess glass half full. We know fireworks are dangerous. Remember Najee Harris got hit in the eyes with fireworks. Maybe Sean Payton knew, hey, if there are fireworks, it could be bad. All right, good luck. Just walked right in the door. Hey, man, we need you.
Okay.
Broncos are up 1 point going into the fourth quarter. Do you Bo-LIEVE? Some people don't Bo-LIEVE.
I believe.
Good. You believe?
Yep, I believe. Believe.
I believe too. You know who doesn't? There's some people who are worried. Oh man. Trying to refresh Twitter and see if there's anything on Evan Ingram if he's come out of that tent.
What happened to Ingram?
He had a nice little catch there and then got up like pretty gimpy. Okay. Sounds like according to Nick Kosmider of the Denver Post, Ingram came out of the tent, ran a couple sprints on the sideline, and grabbed his helmet. So he will be back in the game. So had the Broncos not had to punt the ball, we'd be in okay shape. But that's good. And I could just tell by how he's kind of skipping around that he just got dinged up. But you know what this chat room needs? It needs Omaha. We need Omaha. Tony in the house. Denver fan. Let's go, Tony. All right, Bo-LIEVE, guys. We need it. We need it. We need it. Yeah. So yeah, I just haven't seen Pat Bryant in a ton of routes yet. So to me, it's probably more a sign of Sean not trusting him versus Bo not trusting him. Bo Nix, for having like such a great offensive line, I don't feel like he's had a ton of time yet this game. All right. Crawshaw rather, has been punting the heck out of the ball, pinning him deep, and looks like he's doing so again.
Get him down. Get him down.
And take the ball out just past the 21 here. Broncos up 13-12, 14 minutes and 50 seconds left in this ball game. Kind of crazy, guys, that it's such a low scoring game here for no, the Colts are not going to destroy us next week. I think Mike McDaniels will be the first coach fired this year. Miami is not good. You just see a team here in the Tennessee Titans who have been playing a lot more aggressive than us. I think a lot like we saw in that San Francisco 49er game where they just played more fired up, and that'll keep you in ball games. And I think the Broncos are playing for January and the Titans are playing to squeak out as many wins as they can this year. All right, safety time. I agree. So they're on the 10-yard line here, 1st and 10. And you got handoff to Pollard, and nice job stuffing the run there. Yeah, Tokyo Raider, totally agree. I would call this one of the more boring games. Yeah, for sure. But fourth quarter, let's put some points up here. All right, second and 8 here for Cam in the shotgun. A lot of movement on the offensive line, no call. And nice little good coverage. Oof, he buys some time and finds that Calvin Ridley pretty deep there. So one of the times the Broncos have gone zone, he picks it apart there. And we know, like, yeah, Pat Surtain typically just locks him down, but in zone coverage, that's a different thing, and he's not on him there, so not on Surtain at all. And DJ Jones closing there, but not quite fast enough. So 13 minutes left, and Titans have the ball on the 25-yard line. And you got handoff. Brandon Jones closes that gap from behind. I guess, like, I know none of us are happy with how the Broncos offense looks, but is anyone nervous we're not going to win this game? Because to me, I'm not nervous. We're going to win this game. And that's where it's a lose-lose, because we're going to win it and people are still going to be like, oh, we can't. Yeah, I'm not nervous. We're going to win this game. And we just got to take it as Tony's a little nervous. We're not going to win it. We're going to win this game. Omaha. We need it. 2nd and 9. And great. All right, Ridley with the drop. Man, Alex Singleton in coverage on Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley could be one of the better receivers in football, and to have a inside linebacker stick with him, that's impressive, but not what you'd want. Oh, so the issue there, you had Hufanga on a blitz, and man. All right, let's stick to man coverage here, Vance. Man coverage, and all right, 3rd and 9. Need it loud there. The update on Ingram, he did wind sprints on the sideline and grabbed his helmet, which is a sign he's going back in the game. So we'll see here, because Broncos are going to get a stop. That's got to be delay a game. Nope. They call it, and you have, Broncos close. My goodness. Pat Surtain flies in and stops him. I thought Ridley was going to be able to. So that is where the Broncos are missing a piece. So Calvin Ridley catches that ball like a 5-yard gain and almost converts the first down. If he makes one more man miss, he takes a 5-yard gain on 3rd and 10 and makes it a first. The Broncos don't have this kind of receiver who does that and then makes somebody miss. And I hope it can be Troy Franklin this year. I hope we put Marvin Mims in that kind of spot. But yeah, when you talk about, that's not the kind of receiver Sean Payton wants. He wants thrown first downs, not relying on athleticism. But I feel like that's kind of short-sighted. All right, Mims with the fair catch. Oh, my goodness. And Marvin Mims muffs the catch, and the Tennessee Titans will have the ball in field goal range. He never does that. I cannot remember the last time Marvin Mims muffed a kick. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Marvin Mims, man. And especially on a fair catch too. Like I get when you are going to try to make someone miss, but you know you can't get touched. So just focus on. And what's crazy about that is, like, we were at training camp and just saw what they do for punt return practice. And you see Marvin Mims catching them punts one-handed, truly. So to do that is just so unlike him. So first play after the turnover. So they're on the 25-yard line. Mims, we got you, man. You're good. So everything that could go wrong for this Broncos opener is going wrong. Bo Nix with 3 turnovers. Marvin Mims with a miffed kick return. And you want the formula for how the Titans could stay in a game with the Broncos is win the turnover battle 4-1, and they are right now. All right, defense. Bail us out here. 2nd and 8. You got a gunslinger in there. He can give it back to you just as quick as we gave it to him. Can't do that in pro football, boy. Jonah Ellis fights through, and Cam Ward tried to do what he did at University of Miami. You can't do that in football, in pro football, man. Jonah Ellis youngest player last season with 5 sacks, 21 years old, just runs roughshod over this Tennessee Titans offensive line. Beats him with the speed move, even a block in the back. Come on, boy. You can't give him the tallest ladder in Home Depot and he can't get to Joan Ellis's level. I'm telling you that right now. Massive sack. That's pushing him to the edge of field goal range here. Play clock running down. You know he's got to. So 4 sacks for this Broncos defense that had 63 last season. We got 4 already, and let's go. Burn a timeout. So they're on the 40. So that would be a 57-yarder right now. If we, 4 turnovers, this should be a blowout, right? Like, to have 4 turnovers and walk away with a win really is a testament to this defense. But yeah, all that doesn't matter if we can't score. Yeah, agreeing with that. But again, a top 10 defense last season without Snead, right? That's their best corner. He's not Pat Surtain, but he's in the top 5 corners in football, and he's back, and they were a top 10 defense without him. So this is a good defense. 3rd and 24, and the Broncos. Oh, my goodness. We just took him out of field goal range, which I don't love because I wanted Bo to have to score a touchdown, but we'll take it. I love a sack. Let's go. Let's go, defense. Right? This is like why this is the no-fly zone 2.0 right here. This is restricted airspace. Oh, Tillman destroys his man. Zach Allen wraps it up. And these guys that you paid, you're looking like a genius. So 5 sacks for this team. It's 5 times 17 if we're on our. So Broncos defense is on pace for 85 sacks this season. And what's crazy, and Sean Payton showing trust in Mims and putting him right back in there. Love to see that. Sean's faith is not rattled at all. Touchback here, the Broncos. Bo Nix, please, ice in your veins. Go score a touchdown for us right now. Offense is wasting the defense we have. Yeah, today they are. I will concede that. Today they are. But the good side of it is that the best defense in football is going to have you playing football in the month of January. And I just feel like Bo Nix will figure this thing out. Yep, it is week 1. Yeah, for the Tennessee Titans to get the ball on the 20-yard line and to not get any points on that when you could have a go-ahead field goal, Callahan could be the first coach fired here this season. And then also for you just remember the horrible clock management at the end of the half as well. Bailed out by the defense. If I was a Titans fan, I would be raging. Bo Nix has to get this going. Seek the truth, speak the truth. Yeah, we have the best defense in football, and I still believe in Bo Nix. Yeah, I know it's my orange colored glasses. It's the fact that I own 4 Bo Nix jerseys, and then you have 1, 2. Mom has a couple. So I believe hardcore in him, and I just think he's going to figure this thing out. I'm not saying he played a great game today, for sure. I wanted to see more of him. I don't think Sean Payton helped Bo out in his play calling at all. But here we go. We're up 1 point with the ball. Let's see a nice 6-minute drive here, and let's end it with a touchdown. Just put this thing out of reach. Go whip around here, see how the Titans are doing. Titans haven't scored CJ Stroud was talked about as if he was the next Patrick Mahomes, and he hasn't scored a touchdown yet. And he's had an interception, been sacked 3 times. His rating isn't better than Bo's. Look at Brock Purdy, who just got the bag, right? Brock Purdy has 2 interceptions and 1 touchdown. His ratings aren't better than Bo Nix, and you're paying him 12 times what Bo Nix is getting paid. We started slow last year. We're starting slow again now. but our defense is going to keep us in every single game. Here we go. Oh, there we go. And just like that, RJ Harvey, this is why you run the rock. Oh my goodness. RJ Harvey is about to house call this. Not quite, but dude. And the longest Denver Broncos run from a running back in 3 years. The Broncos didn't have a run for over 22 yards last season, and RJ Harvey just busts out a 30 or 40 yarder. Why? Like, Sean, do this at the start of the game against the Colts. Please, please, please. Thank you, RJ Harvey. And we're in field goal range already with one play. That is what we needed all game long. I'm telling, Sean is feeling his oats. There's this saying, I guess, with horse racing or horse showing or something, like the week before a show or a race, you start feeding a horse oats instead of hay, and they start feeling it and like, ooh, I'm hot stuff. Sean Payton was feeling his oats and wanted to spread the rock around and make everyone feel like Bo Nix should have been rookie of the year, and he got ahead of himself, but we're good. You better believe I clown on Darce. Ooh, we got a Raiders super fan. Dude, Raiders look good today, and that scares me a lot. I thought the Patriots were going to destroy them. That's a tough place to go in week 1 and win, and those Broncos Raiders games just got must-watch football. So props to you. I like it when the AFC West is good, but I like it like all three of us should be a game up over the Chiefs right now. That feels great. All right, Broncos, let's go. We need it. Yeah, we need to help Bo Nix by running the ball. He will be infinitely better when he has a run game. That's what makes his performance last year so impressive, that all we heard was the best friend of a quarterback, a rookie quarterback, is a good run game, a good tight end, and a good defense. And 2 of those things Bo didn't have last year. Ooh, what did Ashton Genty end up having for his splits this game? Let's take a look at that, because, yeah, you look here now at the box score for the Broncos, and RJ Harvey's got 13-yard average, 65 yards rushing on 5 attempts. And looking at Ashton Genty, how did he end up doing, or his average is? So Ashton Genty was 19 carries, 38 for a 2-yard average. So 1 game sample size, and RJ Harvey looks better than Ashton Genty. It's a fact. Big game on the ground. Yeah, 2-yard average per carry for Ashton. You got RJ averaging 13 yards per carry. Man, and is he running back 1 next week? Sean, why don't you try to prove everyone right about RJ Harvey? Stop throwing the ball so much for Bo. Bo Nix right now, 33 attempts, and we've had 19 rushing attempts, and 2 of those have been Bo Nix sneaks. So we've had like 16 real rushing attempts. So we're throwing it twice as much as we're running it so far. Hey, you're doing a great job on the live stream. High five from Guaranteed. Ooh, Guaranteed. Love it. Yeah, man, live's fun. I'd be like pulling my hair out so mad, but I feel like I'm with all my boys and girls. So this is fun. All right. Another handoff, RJ. Another great gain. 1, 2, 3, 5-yard gain there. And we're looking here at the Packers just continue to put it on the Lions, and born and raised in Colorado, but living out here in Detroit. That's not going to, I'm living out here in Michigan now. Everyone's high on Detroit. That's not going to feel good for them. All right. Bo Nix and empty here. So guessing a throw, unless it's a quarterback draw, which could be nice. Hits his back foot and hits Cortland Sutton for an easy first down. Too easy. So that when you throw the ball, or when you run the ball and you have a good gain on first down, 2nd and 5, it's like a gimme. And that's what we have to do. Run the ball to set up the pass. I cannot tell you how many times on the bootleg Bo Nix already had a linebacker in his face. 5 catches for Cortland today for 53 yards. Yeah, I formation here. And a nice handoff to Dobbins. And he breaks it loose. Touchdown, Denver Broncos. And like we said a little prematurely, the Broncos are going to go up 20-12 on these clowns. Okay. I'm telling you guys, Sean was just pressing. And it makes me so mad because that is what we could have done this whole game. They loaded up they knew what Sean was going to do, throwing the ball. And if we play a couple games where we run the ball, then teams are going to have to stop the run, and Bo's going to have loaded boxes, and he's just going to pick on dudes. But my goodness. And that's what you did not see last year out of Javonte Williams. That looked like a play that was blocked for 5 yards that he made a nice touchdown. Touchdown, Denver Broncos. Let's go. Let's go. And this thing is over. It's been over this whole game, way closer than we want. Still, it was Broncos were 8.5-point favorites. They're up 8. A lot of balls still to play. And the Broncos have officially scored more points than a lot of your favorite quarterbacks out there in the NFL. All right. They've scored more points than Brock Purdy. They've scored more points than Jared Goff. They've scored more points than CJ Stroud. More than Drake May. More than Tua Tagovailoa. Like, this is more than Russell Wilson. More than Bryce. I mean, the Broncos have put up more points than Joe Burrow and this unreal offense, right? All we heard about was all the weapons that Joe Burrow had, and he put up 17 points, and Bo Nix has put up 20. And I think the Titans defense will end up being better this year than the Cleveland defense. Yes, being a Broncos fan in Michigan, brutal. Oh, Graf from the top. Graf, y'all looked good, man. Y'all looked really good this game. Flowers to you. And it's going to feel great to be a game up on the Chiefs, man. Touchdown, Dobbins. Oh, man. All right. So I would like things I want to see in this game. I want to see one more touchdown drive from our offense. It's over. You got a rookie quarterback against the best defense in football on the road week 1. They have not scored a touchdown. They're not going to start right now. Salute to Graphic Raider, the best and only Raider fan I know. Yes, next to me, we got future quarterback of the Denver Broncos. Let's go. A lot of love for the Raiders in the chat, man, which is a scary thing. Yeah, the thing with that was a revenge game for Josh McDaniels. You know, he wanted to put him on him, and for the Raiders to go in, and that defense looked better than I thought it would. And then Geno is a huge upgrade there. That's going to be tough to sweep that series this year against the Raiders for sure. All right, return here out to the 28-yard line here so Cam Ward taking the field here, about 7:30 left. Broncos with a commanding 20-12 lead. All right, sounds like their starting tackle for the Titans is out. You do not want your starting tackle out. Broncos have 5 sacks, and I think they are just getting going here. And Cooper should just have a field day right here. Good pass there. Nice timing route there for the Titans. Well, that's cool. The great nephew of Fred Biletnikoff. Yeah, our defense is going to keep us in a bunch of games for sure.
Like they say, defense wins the game.
Yep, defense wins championships. Yeah, Sean Payton's wanting intentional grounding on this play. Yep, perfect. So that should be intentional grounding here. Back him up even further. So loss it down and take him really out of. It should have been 3rd and short. Yeah, he really just avoided a massive sack. Still took the hit. Man, and just to see this defensive, you're being told you're allowed to run your mouth, big dog. To see how good our defense is without Dre Greenlaw, and all the reports coming out about Greenlaw being that he should be back, that he could even be back next week against the Colts. I mean, I like how we match up against the Colts. We destroyed him last year. And I don't think we need Greenlaw, so I'd like maybe play him on a snap count next week and then play him full-time against the Chargers the week after. 3rd and 18, love it. And you got a block party heading back to Cam Ward. Just does a little dump off to Calvin Ridley. Multiple holds again. And we'll be giving it to Darcy. The last place team in the AFC West after this week. Love it. All right, so you had multiple holds on that play. And Broncos defense holds again. All right, so give me one more touchdown. If we win this game 27-12, can we stop like worrying about Bo Nix, please? Please. All right, they'll be punting here as 4th and 13. And man, we end up, if we win 27-12, nobody can doubt. Like they say anything over 7 points in the NFL is a blowout. Like most games are 1-score games. Mims catches it. He's going to get it back right here. All right, and we get it right out towards midfield here. We need 2. All right, so we're here and we need 2 more scores to not worry. No, if the Broncos win 27-12, we will all feel great. All right, yep, stay aggressive, but run the ball here. All right, 6 minutes left here. Bo Nix right outside of midfield. Shotgun flanked by RJ Harvey. And oh man, Troy Franklin does not come up with it. Bo Nix didn't have his feet set. Throws it a little behind him, but
that play, he had a wide open running space too. He could have
become a mod monster. Oh, hey, Abraham. Air high five, man. Air high five. All right, 2nd and 10 here. Yeah, I don't think it's fair weather fans. I think it's just people wanting to see fireworks, and that just doesn't happen every time. And we get stifled. That when I was living in, that is like a metal Broncos defensive sign, and I was living in, when I was in Loveland, I had a friend named Matt who had like a metal shop, and he like made that for me. So I got to figure out if he like sells them online, because I've had it in every house we've lived in since then. I love it. So I got to figure out if he sells them. He sold it to me for just the cost of the sheet metal. It was like $10, and I love it. So I'll figure out if he needs to have a store and sell those. Bo Nix. Oh man. Ooh, just when I said the Broncos can't catch it short of the sticks and convert, you had Cortland Sutton get real close here. Nice little catch across the middle. Short of the sticks. Shrug off one guy. Boom, just rocks him and fights through. I think he had it. Let's see here. Yeah, does not look like Evan Ingram has gone back in the game. But hopefully that's knowing that this game's over. And looks like the Titans are going to challenge the spot on here. All right, good to hear Abraham is a Bo-LIEVE. Oof, this is a great stat. So Bo Nix last year led the league in number of receivers he targeted per game. And he's targeted 11 different receivers this game. So this is where, like, trading Devon Vele, there's already too many mouths to feed. And we still haven't even seen Pat Bryant get targeted in this game. So I think the trading of Devon Vele looks even better when you just see, like, we've already targeted 11 receivers and Pat Bryant hasn't even gotten a target yet. Man, if this is overturned, I think we should go for it. Yeah, it's the big thing here with this. If it's overturned, or if the call stays, it's a first down and they lose a timeout. So see if anyone scooped it on Twitter yet. And Twitter. Yeah, I think it's going to be hard to have enough evidence there to overturn it. 3 inches short. Go for it, Sean. Sean Payton, go for it. Go for it, Sean Payton. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. 4th and 3 inches. And Bo Chapman Nix is on the field. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, this ices it, right? We got to, if we score, even if we get 3 here. All right, you do. I mean, you got DeAndre Sweat, you got Simmons there. Oh man, Bo Nix on the second effort, I think gets it. I think he rolled for it. Titans are saying he didn't. Broncos are saying he did. Oh man, they're putting it really short, and Sean's out of challenges. Virtual measurement here. I think he gets stuffed on this first effort, but he keeps his momentum up and rolls off. Nothing's down. Nope, he's going to be short. Oh my goodness. The Titans are going to have the ball on a very short field. Ooh. So you still have the Broncos offense out on the field. Virtual measurement has it short. So the Titans are going to have the ball, 5 minutes left, 2 timeouts, in field goal range already, down 8 points. Man, and Bo Nix, like, I get you want to get down and start moving, but man. I mean, they got to score a touchdown and a 2-point conversion just to tie this thing up. But all right, defense, you've been bailing us out all day. Do it again. Another short field, 4 turnovers. Broncos still up 8 points. And a run play swallowed up, met in the backfield by DJ Jones and Zach Allen. Probably lost a 1 there, maybe no gain at most. You see all smiles from our defense. Like, they know they're nasty. This is a nasty defense. Clock is ticking. 4 minutes remaining in this game. Yeah, 2nd and 10 for the rookie. And got our Benito's out. You got Dondre Tillman, Cooper. Looks like we're bringing some linebacker. Nope, they bail out. Oh my goodness, I thought we could have had a pick on that. Incomplete though, so we got 3rd and 10 here for the Broncos. Yeah, I mean, no fly zone. It felt like you had DeMarcus Ware, Derek Wolfe, Von Miller all meeting in the backfield, like a block party in the backfield. It feels similar here. The only thing more dominant than this Broncos defense is our mod, Jason Lane, who's just blocking these bots like the Broncos defense. All right, here we go. 3rd and 10, 5 seconds on the play clock. Shotgun. And Broncos showing pressure. They'll drop them back again. And targeted Ridley. No, sir. That pass is incomplete. I don't think the Titans are going to get better field position than this, but it does look like they're going to punt. But if I were them, I'd probably be going for this because you give it back to us. The chances of we're going to score a touchdown right now. And this is I just think their chances of winning drop every time they give us the ball back. But Callahan, pretty horrible coach. Like you look at his clock management, the fact that they were in field goal range and took 2 sacks in a row. They could have gone up 1 with a field goal and yeah. Mims, fair catch. So Broncos will have the ball at the 6-yard line, 4 minutes to play. Tennessee Titans have 2 timeouts remaining. Defense does win championships, and our defense has lived up to the hype. Our offense has not. We got 4 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in this game. The game is over. I mean, hypothetically, they could send it into overtime with a touchdown and an extra point, but they've yet to get to the end zone. And I just think our defense is getting more confident every single snap of this game. Can you say 6-7? I still don't know what 6-7 means, but every time I say it, the team I'm coaching flag football laughs a lot. Handoff J.K. Dobbins and cranks out a gorgeous 10-yard run there for a first down. And he's saying, feed me. He's saying, feed me. J.K. Dobbins, very, very nice run. Averaging more yards per carry than completion. That's a crazy stat. And one of the biggest run stoppers for the Titans just hit the deck. Not within 2 minutes. They won't be called charge of timeout, I don't believe. Let's see. The Broncos haven't had a 100-yard rusher since Latavius Murray. How close are we with a couple of these dudes? Seeing on here, we got RJ Harvey, 70 yards on 6 carries. JK, 57 yards on 12 carries. I mean, if we'd have told you this at the start of the game, that we'd end up with 142 yards rushing, we'd be like, sign me up. Right? That all that has just come after we already pumped the brakes and we're panicking. Yeah, I think Cam could look a lot better against some other defenses for sure. All right, I know I'm the one pounding the table for a running game, but I think this is a perfect time for a deep shot right now to Marvin Mims. I know that's dumb, but it's what I'd do, and it's what Sean's about to do. Deep shot, play action pass. We've got the run game going. Now it'll work. Like this formation, you got 2 running backs. Oh, nice. Yes. Yes. Screen pass Troy Franklin. And in space, that dude is lethal. Flag on the play. Is that an illegal block? Bo's rolling his eyes. He's mad. I mean, the fact that Bo is frustrated is a sign that he knows there's more in the tank. Oh, wow. So it was not an illegal block there. It was a face mask on the defense. 3 minutes, 19 seconds left. And yeah, it looks like Lucas Kroll maybe got away with a block in the back there. Man, that play, guys, like all of these plays, if we started off running the ball like we have in the second half, we're talking about a totally different game. But we didn't get to the run game until way too late. Okay, we're at midfield here, 1st and 10. Broncos in a run formation. And that's what they'll do. JK stuffed up there, but loaded box there, but 3-yard game, which is, you'll take it when. Yeah, that is what is frustrating about this, is that I think we would feel totally different about this game if we started off running in the first half. Sean Payton, he wanted to prove to everyone that he's the smartest man in the room. And I still love him. I wouldn't take any coach in football over him other than maybe Andy Reid. But what Sean Payton's done is nothing short of miraculous with this team. To have us be disappointed with an 8-point victory in week 1 shows where the expectations are. And he did all this with the biggest dead cap in NFL history with Russell Wilson. What's he going to do with Bo Nix on a rookie deal and all that cap space next year? It's going to be nasty, you guys. And now we got a little play action pass. And guess what? It works because we've actually run the ball. JK gets a first down. And holding on the play. 3 minutes and 7 seconds left. Who's this hold on? Hold on Trent Sherfield, the second of the game, which you don't love to see. Yeah, that is a hold. But trust JK on that without a hold, Trent. Huh. You got Garrett Bowles giving Trent Sherfield holding lessons. Shows you how far he's come. Felt like every single game we were waiting to hear holding number 72. Not today, baby. All right, so now Broncos have a 1st and 20, 3:07 left. Oh, I guess because of the gain, 2nd and 14. Yeah, Trent Sherfield being in more than Pat Bryant, I think that'll change by the end of the year. But we remember last year, Troy Franklin didn't even get game jerseys those first couple weeks. Oof, Bo. I just don't want him to get hurt, but a quarterback run, I like it. And Bo being smart there to not go out of bounds. I think smartest thing would be, dude, you won this game. Don't get tackled. A lot of laughs in this Broncos huddle. I think they're leaving this game frustrated. You just think of the vibes going into Indy, knowing that we won by 8 points, but are frustrated in a win. Indy's going to be going in with like premature confidence they probably shouldn't have. Yeah, that play design was really nice and only works because we've run the ball. Yeah, expectation, I think you're right. Expectation was too high. I blame Sean for that. When Sean comes out and tells all the national media that we're going to go to the Super Bowl, it's hard to not. I still don't think that's off the table, though, you guys. With this defense, we're going to be in every game we play. Another screen pass absolutely blown up. Ooh, late hit. Thank you. So Tennessee Titans just keep doing Titan things way late, way after the whistle. Yep, way late hit on there. So automatic first down, and that basically ices it for the Broncos. It'll be interesting here. Does Sean Payton try to score to save his ego? And I'd like it. Yeah, that was unnecessary for sure. I think the spread of this game was Broncos by 8.5. Yep, and you just see Broncos, the more disciplined team going into this, and it's exactly what I talked to Mark from Tennessee Titan Upload Network. He said that's what he was really worried about. They're an undisciplined team, which is the sign of bad coaching. Yep. J.K. Dobbins, R.J. Harvey, and the best defense in football. We're going to be competing for the division, guys. Dobbins gets a nice little gain here. Run it down to the... We'll do one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Launch it. Hey, I'm the same way, man. I want to... There is something to be said about having momentum going into the next game. Thank you, man. We're very, very pumped to be in Indy next week for the game. Oof. Okay, we'll have a 3rd and 4 here right after the 2-minute warning. And interesting to see what we end up doing. Yeah, a big difference here. I think you just talk about the big narrative differences for the Denver Broncos right now and other years that we've all been rooting for this team. Number one, we got a run game going finally in the second half. Number two, how many times in being a Broncos fan did the games that we were supposed to win, we didn't win? And yes, this was a game we were supposed to win. When I was on a AFC West Roundtable show with Graphic Raider, who was just in the chat, he was the one who said this is a lose-lose for you guys, because if you win big, everyone will say, "Oh, you're supposed to win," but it's the NFL, and sometimes you just got to score one more point than the other team. Oof, let's keep an eye on this. Bo looks like he's limping a little bit. He's gotten hit a couple of times in this game. That sack he fumbled on, and then a couple designed runs. So let's definitely keep a look on that. Ooh, back to the kicks. All right. Well, as soon as I know where my seats are, I'll do it as a community post, and we all got to meet up for a picture. Yeah, man. Thank you for showing up for the live stream. It's been a blast. Yep. Let's throw it right now. Let's convert this, put it out of reach. Yeah, Broncos do start slow every year, and I love a slow start and a win. Like, if we're going to start slow and we get a win, we'll take it. Yeah, there are a couple plays like in this game where if Lucas Kroll sits down in that zone route, I think the Broncos get some momentum there and score a touchdown. This defense alone is enough to make us feel crazy hyped about what's to come, guys. Because we've seen Bo Nix score a bunch of points on good NFL defenses. We've seen this defense shut out a team. All right, here we go. 3rd down. 2-minute warning here. Hearing Mark Sanchez call this the Orange Crush already. Bo Nix looks like he's going to end up throwing the ball almost 40 times this game. If he has one more pass, it will be 40. We got a play action pass here or what? Let's see. Nope. Ooh, J.K. Dobbins hit in the backfield. Loss of 3 maybe, and injured Titan on the play. And that does stop the clock. I don't remember what the rule is on that. If that's a runoff or what. Great tackle by him on that play. Really good tackle. And yeah, I think Sean Payton didn't try to run it up. He definitely could have. We have a little injury stoppage here. A bunch of guys taking a knee. Could have been his neck, maybe. Yeah, but I mean, Bo Nix does not feel great about this game, but Broncos are going to come out with a win. This defense looks every bit as advertised. And thanks for saying the live stream was great. We had a blast. And we did it without our second best defensive player, probably. The report on the Denver Post was that Greenlaw will be back and could be back by this week even. Yeah, I got to figure out how to have the ticker on there. So I'll be back and streaming for the Chargers game. Next week we'll be gone. At the game, we might do a live post game from the car on the way back. If my brother's driving, that'd be fun. But yeah, I will definitely get that figured out, how to get the scoreboard on there. And I thought I had a couple people rolling up today and they ended up not coming, but we'll keep making this live stream even better each week. But it's fun because you all are in it. So thank you all for being here. Our mod father, Jason, for keeping the bots at bay. Somebody's asking, where's your brother? He was supposed to come. He is so handsome. Agreed. Absolutely. He's the better looking brother, but my mom's second favorite kid. Yeah, great point, Frank. We'll definitely be taking a look at the all 22 after this and just breaking it down objectively and seeing why the offense didn't get clicking like we wanted it to. So Broncos trying to decide here. You actually can read the lips here on Sean asking if he'd rather us go for the field goal. 53-yard field goal. Yeah, so the gamble here is if you miss this, you're talking about a short field, but you got Lutz and Sean's got his play sheet out. So, oh man, thank you for saying that, dude. We had a lot of fun doing it. Next week, I'll get you a mic. What do you think? Next time? All right. All right. Doing it again. What is... Okay. Play action pass. Bo Nix. Oh, man. So, my goodness. So, they are going to have the ball back. Bo Nix yeets it off of his back foot to Marvin Mims in single coverage. And Cam Ward will have an attempt here for... Man. Ooh, that's about 2 yards too far. Nice handful of jersey there from the Tennessee defender. Obviously, you don't want to call that, but all right, 59 seconds, no timeout. Rookie quarterback. Let's get another sack. All right, got Bonito switch to the other side. Riley Moss, great coverage. All right, and Cam Ward, a generational talent, 12 of 25 for 112 yards. Yeah, Rickus Rick. I think the field goal attempt was if they miss it, then the Titans have it on a short field, but we gave it to them on a short field. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. Oh, Ridley, huge drop. Oh my goodness. Huge drop. Good throw by Cam Ward, but huge drop. I don't know if you just, yeah. Wow. All right, 3rd and 10 here. Man, so yeah, Hufanga kind of had corners there. So it looked like the Broncos were defending the boundary there to try to obviously make them use the middle of the field and eat up clock, but Ridley did use the middle of the field and totally missed it. All right, here we go. 3rd and 10. Great get off by Benito in the backfield. Oh, and another. Man, Cam Ward is dropping these balls where they need to be, and another drop. 12 of 28. Yeah, that's a hard ball to catch. Good coverage. All right, here, and that was on Jahdae Barron, right in his hip pocket. All right, here's 4th and 10. This is the ball game. This is the ball game. Get hyped, Broncos Country. Your Denver Broncos are going to be 1-0 in a New York minute, where it looks like we're bringing pressure. Nope. Faked out of it. Oh, and you got a fumble. Oh, come on. Pick that up and run it back. All right, Broncos end it. And another sack. My goodness, you guys. What is that 7 today? How many sacks is that for the Denver Broncos? Jahdae Barron, fumble recovery. Good job, rookie. Man. So I loved that. You have faking a corner blitz up the middle, and he's back in coverage, and then McMillan does come in. Fumble sack. Oh, my goodness. Poor Cam Ward. You shook him today. My goodness. 6 sacks today for the Denver Broncos. That is wild. So 6 times 17. So Broncos are on pace for 102 sacks this season. My goodness, you guys. Obviously, that's not going to happen every time. So your Denver Broncos, after 248 days without football, are back in the win column. We are 1-0. The offense did not do what we wanted. The defense was every bit as advertised. We will catch the post-game press conference. I'll get these kids to bed and maybe another video tonight after I see that, or first thing tomorrow. But Broncos Country, what a blast to hang out with all y'all. We're 1-0. We're starting hot like Sean Payton wanted us to. There's so much to believe in. You go dunk it for me? Find a ball and dunk it. Go dunk it, boy. It was a blast hanging with y'all. Don't stop, Bo-LIEVE.